What is up, everybody, and welcome back to your super loaded RSH Wrestling podcast going into Wrestlemania 39 with your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host, Yvonne DeBoard, with your host, the RSH champion, Josh DeBoard, and joining us, I think for the very first time, not one, but two different podcasters, two different social media conglomerates. The returning.
We got the Paul brothers.
These guys are way better than the Paul brothers. He might be worth $1 million. Both of these guys combined are worth $55 million. I don't know, something like that.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too. We'll split it both ways.
I like it. The returning guest, the guy who believes fully that Goldberg is going back to AEW or going to AEW. At Jimmy Bay.
Dude, I wish that for you so hard. Goldberg versus CM Punk at All In. Like,
hey, you know what? Nothing would make me happier with AEW right now than to see Goldberg on that show because it means they're trying some shit that they need to try, and I'd be like, "Yep, hats off." So I'd love to see it happen. It's not gonna happen though.
Oh God!
Thank you for having me though.
Oh, absolutely. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on the show for WrestleMania. And then also the returning from Nerds of Wrestling, the Justin. He will tag you whenever he wants, Del Rio.
I don't care.
Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate you both being on for this loaded WrestleMania.
I love the intro. He will tag you and whatever he wants. He doesn't care. I don't care.
He doesn't care.
I just tagged everyone in the post now. We're talking about WrestleMania 31. We'll talk about it.
I just put on Twitter, WrestleMania bitches wait for Elon Musk to come get me.
He's too busy drinking his little
Bro,
apple drinks.
I watched that whole 3-hour Joe Rogan podcast from last week.
Oh yeah.
I'd marry Elon Musk. We'll get into why at a different time.
No, fair enough. I guess I don't pay attention to people on social media, even though I'm on social media.
Artificial intelligence are coming to this world.
Oh, I'm all
be
for
on
it.
their good side.
I mean, I've seen the Terminator. It's definitely coming.
No, that's not real.
But you know what is real? Wrestling. And that's why we are here.
Yep.
And so it is WrestleMania 39. Pretty big, right?
Huge.
Right? I think it's probably arguably the biggest week of our sports entertainment show.
It's on
It's like Christmas to us, you know. It's WrestleMania week. This is something that we look forward to every year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's arguably what they've been building to every year. So I would feel like they have to believe or they think about what are we going to do next year when they start tomorrow.
Well, remember, this was the
Monday.
Mania we were supposed to get during COVID.
It is. That's a good
They
point.
pushed
That is
Hollywood
true.
back.
Yep. And so here's a quick question before we get rolling. Do you guys believe that if COVID did not happen, it would have been The Rock versus Roman Reigns at LA?
No.
Fair enough. That was a big rumor, right?
I mean, when was this supposed to happen? Josh, you said like 2020
2021 or 2021. I think, right?
I thought this was supposed to be last year's because the original one was supposed to be in Tampa, and then they did Tampa 2 years in a row, and then they went to Dallas the third year. So I think LA would have been last year.
No, I think they did. I think they did 2020. They did Florida. You're right. And then they did 2021 in Tampa. 2022 last year was in Dallas.
Yeah.
That's true. That's a good point. So whatever.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It could have happened. Who knows? You know, we don't know what goes on in the writers' room in WWE. So
That's true. And back then, Vince McMahon would still been writing in LA. So
yeah. Thank God he's not writing now.
Yeah, that might have changed a few things, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sami Zayn would definitely not have fought Roman Reigns
No,
in
absolutely.
the Elimination Chamber.
that's a good point. I would have fought Steve-O.
And he would have knocked it out of the fucking park.
He would have. He definitely would have. So let's get this shit rolling. So Joshua, our producer, the man in charge of the camera crew and the pyrotechnics.
All right, I think I have this somewhat in order.
Somewhat.
Way up.
That's what she
It
said.
doesn't get to the bottom more than Ronda Rousey.
Oh,
So
well,
she's probably at
let's start with her first.
okay. I don't really have an opinion or give a shit about this match at
Me
all.
either.
Yeah, samesies.
I agree.
I will probably be doing something.
I just
I'll
like
probably switch the channel or some shit during this. to
I
be
just
honest
like
with
that
you.
Sonya Deville's
But,
involved at Mania. That's
Just
what they
not
like.
to give Peacock the ratings.
Right.
All right, so who? I'll just throw this one out there. Who wants to hit? Like, what's the best case scenario that this is actually enjoyable? They added Rousey to it, which completely fucked my whatever
It
fucks
made
like
me
kind of
lose
game are gone
interest.
now.
It made me lose interest.
Like Chelsea Green's kind of cool, but now she already has a new tag partner
Yeah,
for
I
an
agree.
unknown reason. This match,
Camilla's hurt.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
I
hard
just
to-
saw that today. She actually is hurt. That sucks.
That makes sense.
I mean, she got hurt, come back, and got hurt. Her and Chelsea Green are a perfect match because that's what Chelsea Green's done her whole fucking career. But anyway,
I like that. I love it.
I need optimism. I just
Liv
put
Morgan. Anything with Liv Morgan. That's my optimism right there. Liv
like
Morgan.
Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined. It's just on the list because it's on the card.
Right.
Fair.
Like I really don't have anything to add to
I
this.
don't either.
All right, I did make a Microsoft Excel, not to brag,
Oh shit, this guy.
document. So who
Man,
the hell?
producer
We'll just go
is
to
stepping it up.
I know.
So
He is.
He needs a raise a little bit.
He sure does.
I
He's on
stole
the
it
ball.
from. I sold the software from Fooey and put it on my laptop. Fuck them. But anyway, let's just do picks. So we can move on to something that's relevant.
seriously.
Bebe, I don't even know what winning this match means.
Means nothing.
Is the tag titles on the line?
No.
No.
The
Why
tag
not?
championships are on Becky and Lita.
Oh
That's it, yep.
shit, you're right. Rousey did lose it, didn't they?
Yeah.
So
I
there's no,
forgot.
so there's no point.
I would
This
just
is what we
assume
call
that the
a
winner is
filler.
going to go on to take on the tag champs. That's what I would assume the winner is going to get out of this.
Should happen.
So everybody's picking
Right.
Ronda and
No,
Shayna.
Liv. I'm getting to Liv. Give me Liv.
He's got.
Was he on here when I did my whole Liv thing?
I don't
I
remember.
don't know.
Liv's like
I hate to be this guy, but I'm gonna need to see the graphic again because I don't remember who is in the fucking match. I mean, I watched it all
But
like
so-
unfold.
they got-
for you two viewers, we promise it gets
They
better.
got
This
Sonya
isn't
involved.
like
I
a
like
main
it.
part of Mania.
I'm gonna go with Natty. JK.
I really don't want to pick Rousey, but I'm probably going.
All right, so I'm picking Rousey and Baszler because
Yeah,
why the fuck else? Like
she's gonna win. If not, we're gonna hear about it for the next week. Like she runs her mouth every week. It's get or win.
Del Rio, real quick.
All right,
Liv-
I got my
Liv
picks. You can take the graphic
Liv
off.
Morgan to me, it's that kid in school that tries over and over and just keeps failing. Everybody wants her to do well, but she just doesn't have it.
Ooh.
But she doesn't. That's just it. She's had 7 tag. Hey, at least she has a nice ass. is
You're
what
about to
she said
get
on
you're about
Twitter,
to get
right?
tagged twice.
You are.
She's had more tag partners than Jerry Lawler's had wives. Her
You're not
feud with
wrong.
Ronda Rousey was worse than any women's match I've ever seen on
I
AEW.
was-
So I mean, I don't know what else to say to her. Yeah, she's cute. I guess. I'm not a blonde guy myself. I don't really have much nice things to say about her. She didn't make that one fan happy on SmackDown that one night.
The girl who cried?
Yeah.
Oh.
But she is crying because she's like, my favorite wrestler is so pathetic. I mean, I don't know. I'm
Can
not a Liv guy.
Can that happen to me? Can I cry because, like, I don't know,
I just shit
Yeah.
on Liv.
because Britt Baker lost?
She married the most and she didn't even marry the correct Wyatt brother. She married Bo. So like
She's married to Bo?
Alice.
I didn't know
I
that.
think they're dating. I think they're just boyfriend or girlfriend.
No, they're married and own a fucking law firm together. That's fucking stupid.
They own a law firm?
Thorn.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
Bo's been doing.
Liv just got hotter.
No, she can't-
Wow.
I mean, she used to bang Enzo. Never mind. Anyway,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But anyway, come on.
all right. Del Rio, who you picking? Oh, you're picking Liv. That's right.
And then who does Bebe?
I'm sticking with Team Chelsea. I've been on
Team
the
Chelsea.
Chelsea train since she got back, and I'm not jumping off. I don't care how many tag partners she has to go through.
I like
Well, I
that.
don't have nothing
I
bad to
love-
say
I
about
love
Chelsea.
that
She
from
just
Jimmy.
got
I
there.
love
Liv's
it.
been failing for years.
I'm a
Yvonne,
Chelsea. Ronda and Baszler.
Chuck.
So just to make sure I'm on the right page, so it was supposed to be Chelsea Green with somebody else, so they
Yeah.
had to pull Carmella because she got injured, and now
Yeah.
it's Chelsea and somebody else.
Yeah, they never announced
Yeah,
Chelsea.
they didn't.
They just announced her this week.
You're both going with Ronda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to play the odds, and I can't get off the train. I really want to go with Chelsea Green, but if
So
they
do
change
I.
the tag, if they change partners last minute, I gotta go with Ronda, because why would they throw Ronda in there last minute, right after Carmella got hurt? So they
I'll just
swerved
say,
it.
they didn't even make them qualify. Like everybody
Yeah,
else.
that's why they came out on SmackDown or Raw.
They're like,
whatever
hey,
it was.
we're in it. They're like, oh shit.
But I'm with Jimmy. I love the Chelsea Green angle. I love it.
It's very
But
good. And her
very
boyfriend
good.
will be in WWE probably the
Oh,
night after. So
I
If
would've-
Carmella wasn't
yeah.
hurt, I would have gone
Me
with
too.
Chelsea.
I would
but
not pick Ronda Rousey.
I feel like
that
they.
team had a lot of potential, I do think, though.
Well, it sounds like they may not even throw Ronda in there
Right.
if Carmella wasn't hurt, because why would they throw them in there right after Carmella got hurt?
Yeah,
as a
and
swerve?
Ronda's got a
Right.
broken arm.
She does.
Well, I mean, I wish he had a broken face, but
No.
whatever.
It's close. All right. So do we have all the picks? Bebe, who did you? Bebe's
Team
on
Chelsea.
Team
Team
Chelsea.
I like it.
Chelsea.
I would too, but
I thought you were going with Liv Morgan. What the fuck?
that's just
Not
That's
me.
good.
that's Del Rio.
Chuck, who the hell
Oh.
are you taking?
I'm going with Ronda Rousey, unfortunately.
We don't want to hear the complaining, which we do every week.
All
on
right.
her, but
I don't know why you guys have to wait for me to type.
Typing's
You don't.
that's a lot going
All
on.
right, so let's transfer to the men's equivalent of
there
that
we
shit.
go. Yep.
So,
Yep. Another one.
shit, that's not it.
He's always Chuck.
That's not right.
That's
What the
not
fuck is he
right.
doing? Stay. Okay.
This,
Another match I could give a fuck less about.
I agree.
This is a great start to a WrestleMania pod. The Viking Raiders,
we don't care about. That's
the
nice.
Street Profits, and Braun Strowman's favorite indie wrestler, and Braun
Seriously,
Strowman.
I know, right? I don't know.
Any of y'all take it? I have no idea why this match
Street
either.
Profits.
I'm about to say Private Party. Street Profits. Yep.
I'm putting Private Party as your pick.
Watch your mouth.
He makes me do that. I always say it, private party when I watch AEW.
I
It
don't
takes
do
a
it on
lot to
purpose.
I know you got me saying it. It's all.
I mean, they come out with red party cups. I don't have to tell you. Like,
That's their
I mean-
Street Profits.
right.
All right, Del Rio,
But Private Party. I remember when I used to party back in the day. Because I just drink at home. It's sad, but back in the day,
drink home
I would
It's
sadly.
sad.
drink at home at parties with red Solo cups.
Yep.
So-
That's the way we do it. So
I mean,
it makes sense.
Private Party had that gimmick before Street Profits. I'm just saying.
there
They
you
just
go.
need to write their names on the cups so me and Chuck don't get them confused.
But
All
yeah,
right.
Street Profits.
I'm taking Ricochet and
Braun.
yeah, because they're.
Yeah.
I think they have really good big plans for them as a tag team actually, because they've
Kinda
actually
looks
been
like
pretty
it,
solid
yeah.
together. It's been a nice surprise. At first, I think it was Triple H being like, "You make fun of indie guys again, Braun. I'm gonna put you with the biggest indie
Right.
star I have that's available
Yeah.
right now." And now it's like, oh shit, they're putting Braun in 6-man tag matches with
It
Cody
does
Rhodes.
work.
On,
It does.
hey, Braun's working house show main events right
he
now.
is, yeah.
Do I think they're going to lose to the Maxim Male model Otis?
No.
No,
They
Like, this-
should.
They
Right.
won't. It's going to be them.
It's going.
I just think Montez Ford, they're kind of hot on him. I don't think they have him losing. If Braun loses, it doesn't really
Well, just
matter.
think they don't have to get pinned though.
Point.
Chad Gable's
That's not
going to
fatal
lose to
four-way.
somebody.
You're right.
It will.
Yeah. It's a good point.
Vaughn,
And the Viking Raiders, they just.
who did you pick? Did you already pick?
I am going with that.
I got
Street
Viking
Profits.
Raiders.
Private Party. All right, we got it.
I was talking
I
to
can't
my-
wait till we get to the good matches. Hopefully, we actually have
Right.
different picks in too.
I was talking to one of my friends the other day who doesn't really watch wrestling. They watch it because their spouse watches it. And they texted me and they were like, why are there weird Vikings on TV right now?
They are weird.
It's
I'll
like, that's
give
my
them that.
favorite
I-
intro.
Braun or Ricochet. I see big.
I like the Viking Raiders these days. I didn't like them at first, but I like their entrance a lot these
They
days.
are really.
I
Good.
like them when they're the Viking Experience. I have no idea why they changed that name.
I know.
All right, my sarcasm's going to disappear because we're actually going to get to a fucking match that matters, everybody. Let's
Right.
go.
Oh, shit.
And this is the match I'm second most excited to see. Me and Bebe were talking about this the other night.
Yep.
How perfect was that angle on
Perfect.
SmackDown, first off?
Perfect.
We said it last week. Like, he's going to get in his mom's face. Something's going to go down.
Shut
we
up.
Did. We
Mom.
We did.
I like when he called his sister stupid.
He did.
Get it. You get her.
We called that last week. We did.
All right, Del Rio.
I'm very excited for this match. Obviously, I think everyone and their mom called it last year. Not last year, but like when did Dominic turn on Ray? Like at the Clash at the Castle, right? That was like in
Right after.
November,
Yeah.
around
Yeah.
there, like sometime last year.
I
And
think
we're
it was
like,
around August or September.
yeah,
Yep.
so it's been like almost like 7 months of
Yeah,
the
it's been a
story
good
playing
minute.
out, and they've been doing excellent. So going into this match, I'm very excited. Obviously, Dominic has blossomed into this freaking amazing heel. He's doing excellent. I was very upset when he was paired up with the Judgment Day, but now I'm like, okay, it makes sense. You know, it makes sense. It's perfect. I'm very excited for the match. I do hope something happens on Friday. I hope Dominic comes out and interrupts Ray Hall of Fame speech and just pushes those buttons, and makes him put his career on the line at WrestleMania. It would be a perfect ending because didn't Rey Mysterio say he wants his son to retire him?
He did.
I dig it.
WrestleMania. I'll cry like a baby. I'm sure you guys will cry like big babies.
And I'm going to celebrate. That deadbeat dad will be off my TV. I'll be happy.
Right.
as shit.
About time.
Who hits their own son on television?
Dude, I love his promo.
Who hit their child?
And then Ray even said the words, "You made me do it." Like, that's the epitome of a
My
bad.
Dominic said, "You hit me. My own dad hit me." Really?
Someone said on Nerds of Wrestling. I don't know. They're not going to do this, right? But someone said, imagine Dominic comes down in a lowrider.
No, I've been pushing that for months.
Right.
When he comes out of WrestleMania, he should be in that lowrider. And
Popping it.
Vicky Guerrero, I think, is a free agent, and she should be in that passenger seat with him.
Hey, I agree.
Push
like
that shit to the limit, baby. That'd be
and
amazing.
have him come out to Eddie's music.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh
Oh,
my
if that
God.
happened, I would pop so
That'd be
hard.
a-
Yeah.
They're going to do something like that.
They
But
need
Or
to.
have him like
No.
wearing Eddie's gear or something. Like have him
Well,
doing
you-
something, Eddie.
I love
I'd
it.
have him
No,
wear the
people are gonna
Latino
be pissed.
shirt.
I love it.
Dude,
You
come
know
out in a
people are
low
gonna
rider
be
with the
pissed.
Latino heat shirt on.
dude, if I heard the Viva La Raza, I would literally fucking. I would probably cry a little bit then.
Right. There's
Hey,
100,000.
Officially, look, I officially have to throw somebody out of our chat for the first time ever.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Oh no.
We got 14. We got all kinds of stuff
Well,
going
now
on.
we have. Well, they wouldn't shut the fuck up, so I told them to shh in the chat. See, shh, and they continued to like, this ain't live. Fuck you guys to their block. Anyway,
100,000 people at WrestleMania, right? Dominic comes down to Ray Eddie's music in a lowrider. All these grown men crying, and the kids are like, "Why are they crying?"
Dude, I'd pop. I'd probably jump up like, holy shit. You know,
Yeah.
you know how it goes.
I love it.
Yeah,
A lot of people are gonna hate it, but I love it.
they can hate all they want.
if
They're posers if they hate it.
if it
Right,
wasn't
exactly.
for the bloodline, this would be the. I'd have this in the main event. The storyline's been so fucking good.
Absolutely.
We all knew it was going to be at Mania.
I would
Once
rather-
Triple H put Ray on SmackDown, and that was the
Right.
perfect thing to do to keep them separate enough to last for 6 months or however
Right.
many months it's been.
And it's all worth.
It was
My
brilliant.
my prediction though is Dominic. If you're pushing this kid, you got to have him go over at WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio does not need this win whatsoever. It will not hurt him at all. Ray is already established. Everyone knows who he is. Him losing to Dominic it's not going to matter at all in the long run. Dominic Mysterio is my pick.
He's mine too.
Mine too.
I think it's probably going to be unanimous, right?
I don't know. Jimmy's always kind of.
No, Jimmy hates.
Let me tell you what this is. Dominic has gone so far up my list of just the greats right now. When I'm going Sunday. I was gonna go see Adam Cole, and I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna have plenty of times to go see Adam Cole. I'm gonna go meet Dominic Mysterio Sunday before WrestleMania over Adam Cole. And anybody that knows me knows how big of a fucking deal that is.
Are you going?
Right
Are you
there.
going to WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and then
Yeah.
my girl just went and got the purple bandana for me. I got that mommy shirt. I'm
Hell yeah.
decked out like Dominic on Sunday.
That's
Dominic's
awesome.
the fucking man. If he doesn't win, I'm probably going to jail because I'm jumping down and I'm jumping the rails and I'm done with it. I'll
Have
be
you
so
Prison.
mad.
I like it.
Prison. Yeah.
Have you met Adam Cole or no?
I haven't, but I feel like he can do a lot more cons than Dominic can. So I'll have many more opportunities.
Yeah, I've met Adam Cole at Comic-Con a couple years ago. He's a solid dude. And the same day I met Britt as well. So awesome experience. You'll love it.
Unbelievable, guys.
Hell yeah.
Ask her why her house show match sucks so bad the next time you see her, Del Rio. Will
No,
you?
I'm good. I'll probably be blushing and I can't speak again, just like I did last time. So I'm good.
The one in
What?
Troy.
You weren't the one that proposed to her when I met her, are you?
No. Where'd you meet her? Where'd you meet her at?
I met her in Pensacola.
No, I met her in Rhode Island, bro. Okay,
That was
okay.
me. Shit.
That was like that wasn't me. You'll know.
That one time.
But hey, I saw you at that. Yeah, that was me.
Look at these guys meeting
Dude.
everybody too.
This is a great build,
It is.
and
Yeah.
we've
This
been
is
waiting
the
for this
second best
for a
built
while.
match on this card, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I can argue that.
and it's the first time I've actually gave a fuck that Rey Mysterio is doing anything.
Honestly, I agree. I've never
Yes.
been a huge Mysterio guy. Like,
He hasn't done anything
Oh.
since he lost his eyeball to Seth Rollins during
Right.
COVID.
yeah. I mean, even back when he was popular, like, when he was hanging out with Eddie, then that feud I hated right before he died, I didn't care for it. Then hanging out with Batista, they had their feud. I've never been a big Mysterio
I never
guy.
have been.
He's always
But,
been like the underdog. He's always just kind of been there, but always had
Consistent.
always kind of held a special place in our hearts where you're like, hey, this is cool, but it's
He's
not a
there.
big deal, but this is cool.
There.
You know, right, exactly. But this is huge. This is something I'm really excited for to see.
I agree.
Yeah, it's. I
I
wish.
just hope Dominic hits the shit out of him with a 619. Don't sugarcoat it. Pop him hard with that 619.
he needs to win with the frog splash.
That's what-
Yes.
I was gonna
that
say.
has to be the
Frog
pin.
Splash,
Yep.
yes.
And then after, I want him to beat his ass and put him out of commission for about 6
There you
months.
go.
I want him to rip Ray's mask off and then just start wearing it like a medallion when he comes out on Mondays.
That would
Can
be
you
Oh,
imagine? Can you imagine if he rips off that mask?
Yeah,
Oh,
I cannot wait. I'm gonna
Imagine
lose
the
my mind.
heat from like the Latino guys and like the what is it,
Yeah.
AAA wrestling and all. Think of all the heat that they would get from that, from like the indie guys.
Yeah.
It'd be
It's all right.
awesome.
It's all
I
right.
would
Hey,
love-
listen, Ray has held that mask on for over 30 years. Everyone knows who he is. It's fine. And we all know what he looks like, so it's cool.
Yep, that's true. Unless they're at the airport, they know. The airport guys know.
They know. They know.
No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I agree. This is probably one of the most exciting matches, and I didn't even think about him coming out to Eddie's stuff.
And just think of all the
that would be
entrances too.
epic.
Mania,
You're going to get
always go all out.
most of these matches. You're going to get a special entrance, except for probably a few.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man, if I hear that Latina Viva La Raza again, oh my gosh. Fine, never mind.
Fuck yeah.
Outside
with the phone ring in the beginning.
Yeah, man. Latino heat.
God.
Think about it. Eddie had China.
Yep.
Dominic has Rico's thing that
Similar.
we've ever fucking seen.
Yep.
Like it's a lot of similarities with that whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Dominic's
Did they confirm if that was night 1 or night 2?
I was just about to bitch. If WWE could do one thing better, they could tell me which fucking nights these are on.
Yeah.
Because
So I think by
tomorrow
they're supposed to release which matches on which night.
There we go.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, WWE. I'm impatient. Our podcasts are on Wednesdays. So can you please adjust your schedule accordingly?
Right. I like they got to think about us too. Like
think,
we're busy.
I think when they reveal the set, which is what they're supposed to do tomorrow, that's when they're going to do the card. They're going to let everybody know what nights.
I saw some of it, like leak pictures. It looks dope.
Seth and Logan.
So sick.
Seth said on Raw that he's night 1.
Night 1.
Cena and Theory's the first match.
They're
We
kicking
know
it
that.
off. Yep.
Charlotte and Rhea
Main eventing night 1.
or for some reason main eventing night 1.
They aren't. No, they aren't.
They're not. Oh shit.
How do you know this? I thought that was so silly that they were.
Because my heart is telling me they ain't main event night 1.
They are. Listen to your heart.
I wouldn't.
I'll be beating traffic if they're the main event of night 1. I'll tell you that much right there.
I wouldn't be wrong if it
Sammy
was,
and
but
Kaya, the tag match is night 1 too, right?
Has to be.
has to be.
That should be the main event in my opinion.
Has to be.
That too.
Yes, bro. That should right. If
Come
that's
on,
not the main event of night 1, then
That story is so good it could main event night 2, and I wouldn't even complain. That's how good it's been.
Absolutely correct.
One of
Yeah.
those two. Yep.
we understand. So we understand. I'm gonna go on a little tangent here. We understand that the women, obviously, they're just as equal as the men, and they've been showcasing it for the past 8-9 years, right? So
However,
this is a bloodline. This is a bloodline. This is the best thing in WWE right now.
It is.
People want to see the. I could be speak. I highly believe that the Usos are losing those titles. That's it. KO and Sami are taking them off.
They have to.
They have
He's
to.
going to get Helluva kicked into a fucking stunner and pinned right in the middle of that ring.
Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are
You know what he thinks about Roman.
right.
It's not like me, Del Rio. My lord.
Romeo is definitely beating Cody.
My Romeo.
That's what every
Roman
girl.
and Cody obviously are main eventing night 2. Why not put those tag team titles up for the main event? I think that'd be the first time in history that WWE tag team titles are the main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they've
Do it.
co-main evented twice, and that's it.
Triple H, we know you want to, showcase the women. Put that match on before the tag team. Tag team titles need a main event night 1.
Fair, yep.
I absolutely agree with all of
too.
that.
I do too.
I mean, you said it. This Roman Reigns, not Roman Reigns. They got
Romeo.
But Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns have been main eventing this show for months and months and months and months. Sami Zayn has been headlining this show by himself for months and months and months and months.
Look, baby,
Yeah, my guy right there.
got the Uzi shirt on.
There's Uzi. So there is no reason in my fucking mind we have 2 nights that Sami Zayn in one of these fucking nights. It's just not acceptable. He main evented Elimination Chamber. He himself has made the bloodline rejuvenated. That shit was kind of dull and kind of stale and kind of, just treading on water for a long time.
He has been the MVP for the past year.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So the fact that he's not main eventing, because I have to believe that Charlotte was really dropping in her Adam's apple and was stating, I really got a main event night 1 because that's bullshit because I'm a female apparently. And I just think I don't think that's the correct thing to do. Not to be sexist on the Adam apple. That's a little sexist, but not to sound
You
sexist.
got an Adam's apple.
Right, no.
You did. Don't start with that.
But they're not the story. I'm not trying to talk shit about Charlotte. We all know her dad's Rick,
Right.
but
We get it.
as she always mentions, but
She does.
her storyline does not need to be main eventing WrestleMania
I
Night
agree.
1. Same
It
as
has
Zayn.
nothing to do. Yeah.
I would even go as far as if they had any story that I was invested in at all, I'd listen to the argument that they could main event night 1. I would listen to it just because I like the idea of women getting those opportunities. But when you don't give me a story that I give a fuck about, then I don't think you deserve you don't deserve that spot. That's end of the line right there.
Those tag team titles need to main event. They don't need to. They have to main event night 1. They have
That's
to.
the
Like,
entire-
not a question.
that's been the show's story for a year almost. That's been the
main
story.
event.
When's the last time we've had that going into WrestleMania for a whole year of story?
Long time.
Yeah.
John Cena and The Rock.
We didn't even get. I don't even think we really got that though, because
Yeah, The Rock showed up like 3 times, and they're like, "Yeah, that's a
Right.
year-long build."
And that match,
Exactly. I mean, it
That
started at
match-
last year's Mania, so
that match sucked. I'm sorry to say, but that match was terrible. WrestleMania 28, Cena and Rock was awful. It was an awful match looking back.
Cena can only carry
Here
so
we
many
go.
things
Josh
so long.
is right about The Rock. Here we
Like,
go.
he had to redo The Rock's career so he could do it better.
I agree.
Yeah.
He's a better actor. He's a better wrestler.
You
He's
know-
a better person. If he would have bought the XFL, they would have been doing much better right now. Like
Wow.
everything he does, the Tooth Fairy'd be a thing if Cena would have did it.
Oh
But
my.
Who's on the cover of the video game that actually sells? Cena. It's fine.
I can argue. I used to like The Rock's career, but then I hear him like whining and crying and
Yeah.
bitching over Shazam.
That's
Like,
true.
shut the fuck up.
Like, be
So
a man and forget about it.
All
Seriously.
right. Well, that Ray Dominic, I think, is where we were at.
Yeah. So we're at.
Okay, so we'll go to another feud that's like,
that was still the Ray Dominic.
yeah. That's how I love this podcast. We go,
We didn't even talk about Ray and Dominic. We just talked about Ray and Dominic, and then went on the tangent about the Usos.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yep.
oh yeah, well, because I brought up the main event, because I would argue if the Usos and KO and Zayn don't main event
Right.
and night one, I'd main event this.
I would
I'm
too.
with it.
Love it.
I'm with
That
it.
would be ahead of me before that.
I agree.
I would do, sorry, not that one. This one before that.
Yep.
I would have this main event before
Oh my
that.
gosh. Yes.
I would. I'm sorry, Chuck. I would have this main event.
Ugh.
That's how the Rhea
Yeah.
Charlotte storyline's been. It's been nothing. I want to see Rhea win.
So do
I guess we'll
Yeah.
just transition to that
Might
one.
as well.
But
That's
I'm-
what I'm talking
Rhea and Charlotte. All right, so I got one question for this one. Rhea has to win, right?
about. Yes.
I got my money on Rhea. That's my
Yes.
pick.
Rhea's my pick as well,
Yes.
but like I hate Charlotte.
I historically always picked Charlotte to
Yeah,
get
because
that
it
belt,
screws me.
but I gotta go with Rhea
It
this time.
spells Rhea.
This is a different Rhea Ripley compared to last time they fought. This is a new Rhea.
Yeah, this is the whole story.
and
of-
Charlotte says that she's ready. I don't think don't know what she's coming in for.
And somebody I talked to made a good point, and they stated that they believe that this is going to main event night one because they want at least one title to change in the main event, and they're not so sure that Romeo is going to lose to Cody on night 2. So
I hate you. I hate you so much.
You're gonna have us saying it now. I love it.
I'm not.
I'm,
I
going-
wear the dude's merch. I can't be calling her
Every-
Romeo. She's
every-
gonna have some real fucking
I'm a
problems.
woman, so I can say that.
I- Look, I wear the acknowledge your daddy bloodline shirt out in public, and like I can't be like, yeah, Romeo. It's like, oh, so Josh
Romeo is the one.
Wesley, like,
He's the one.
he's your daddy.
He's your daddy.
It just opened a bunch of questions I don't want to answer.
that's fair. That's fair.
But I got Rhea as well.
Rhea.
Rhea.
All
Rhea
right,
squashes her.
there you go.
Dude, I
Pissed.
would pop for that.
Charlotte doesn't
like
know
it.
what's coming.
Dude, I hope
her
it's
way.
like 10:55 by the time their entrances are done. Then like Rhea just beats her in 3 minutes and it's
Yeah,
over.
3 minutes is what I want this match to be, of just Rhea just dominating her.
This is
I
a new
like that.
Rhea, and she's gonna show it at Mania for sure.
All right, well that one went actually well.
Yeah,
So we
it
got
did.
Boom.
Pretty positive.
Because we know what's gonna happen.
We already ran about it earlier, so
That's
Yeah.
fine.
We got it.
I get to delete-
No,
I get-
no pun intended there.
I get to get Charlotte's picture off my laptop. That's amazing. All right. I downloaded her picture earlier and got fucking a bunch of like
Big picks.
spam. Stop. Stop.
And you don't
What's
like
it called?
And,
Spam viruses.
and you
yeah.
don't like the
So I have
Charlotte
to
name,
delete her
so
picture.
that's
That's
nice.
fair.
All right, so let's just get all these women matches over with.
Right.
6-woman tag.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control. So there's 2 scenarios I've seen
Yeah.
reported.
One of them's my
Either
theory.
Trish
Yep.
turns on Becky
Yep. That's
or
my
Damage
theory.
Control turns on Bailey because like they've literally done nothing but lose since they've been together outside of
Both of those.
when they had the belts and didn't defend them for 3 months.
Yep.
So
Anything but
Becky-
Dakota Kai.
Cobra Kai, Del Rio, this is
Dakota
different.
Kai. Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai. Oh, Neapolitan hair. Yeah, she's
Her.
great. She's very up. What was up with her on Raw? She looked very upset.
Yes, she
I
did.
mean,
She didn't comb
hanging
her
out with-
hair.
She's hanging out with Bailey. I'd be pissed too.
So, which scenario do you guys think is more likely to play out?
I see one of these two happening, but one at Mania for sure.
'Cause I
And
personally
I think
think.
the other one happened eventually.
Well, see,
before
I think
SummerSlam.
they'll win at Mania, and then Trish will knock her out on Raw the night after, and that starts their SummerSlam build.
Oh
Or
Lord.
That could be.
That could be.
Man, I was all in on Trish turning
So
heel.
was I. That was my
And then
whole
you talk
theory.
about Raw the next night.
And
I always
Josh just
forget
had to
about
blow
it.
that.
Because Triple H, if you guys remember how pathetic, we broke it down last week, how pathetic the Raw after Mania was last year. It was terrible.
It hasn't been good in a few years, honestly.
Do you remember who the only new debut we got was last year?
It was Ezekiel.
Ezekiel,
Bam.
that's
This guy.
it.
He was already on the roster.
Ezekiel was on the
Ezekiel was not. Elias's brother was, not Ezekiel.
Stop.
I mean,
They're the same guy.
No.
okay, Kevin Owens, you need to calm down. They're
Liar.
clearly different people.
We saw them in the hospital together.
If you start saying
That's a good picture.
And at dinner, they were at dinner together that one
But I'm
time.
just saying, it was terrible. So there's going to be a lot of shit go
Yeah.
down after WrestleMania this
Wait,
year.
they're the same person?
No, they're not. They're
No,
clearly
don't
different.
start.
Ezekiel doesn't even have a beard like Elias does. He has no musical talent
He's
like
shaved.
Elias.
He can sing.
Elias showed up with the beard, did a concert, and then the next week Ezekiel showed up with no beard. Like, you can't grow a beard like that in 1 week.
Y'all tripping.
Like, I got a beard. That's not. This isn't a week. Actually, this is probably about 2 weeks.
men in
Yeah.
their
That's not even
beards.
close to Elias's.
Guys in their beards. Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
I know you guys are.
But yeah, so that's a good question. I'm just thinking about the pop.
So was I.
I think the Lita Trish is so random, and
Yeah,
there's
it
been
is.
no real build. I'm gonna go. My gut is telling me that Bailey's group is not ending, so I'm gonna go with they win it, and then
That was my theory.
Trish will do
Perfect.
something maybe
Yep.
or something. I don't care what happens, but
Because then Lita and Trish is very random to me. And Damage Control.
well, you can't have Lita
Yeah,
without
you
Trish
can't-
or vice
right,
versa.
you
Apparently,
can't do it.
it's like
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think-
This isn't this so this is Triple H's first official
Yep.
full creative. This is his WrestleMania.
Correct.
Mhm,
Yeah, obviously it's great. It's not the best, but
right.
next year, obviously, I think next year would be so much better because he had this, and next year, okay, this is what I need to change. This is what I need to do.
Next
It's 40 next
Next
year.
year, when
Right.
it's Cody versus MJF for the world title, after
Right.
MJF wins the Royal Rumble. I don't know why you're shaking your head, baby. It's not sticking.
It's-
He don't even show up for work now.
I'll let you know what the main event is when we get to the main event of next year's
And
WrestleMania.
I will be there at WrestleMania, hopefully in Philly.
Dude, I'm thinking about going to Philly. It's right down the road. I mean, 8 hours. It's down the road, right?
That's what to say, dude.
It's
McDonald's.
4 hours
Bro, I'm
for me.
traveling all the way to LA. You can go 8 hours, man.
Where are you from?
Or LA.
So my wife made me go to see a Temple of the Dog in Philadelphia a few years ago, which is a band that was led by Chris Cornell, Pearl Jam, like the Pearl Jam band with Chris Cornell leading it. So if I could go to that, then we can go to WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
I think
I'll wear
so.
my MJF shirt. I buy a WWE shop. Do that
Sure,
again.
give you another shirt to wear over it.
Yep. Baby.
No, I'm not wearing CM Punk.
So quick question before we move on. Quick question about this match. Seriously, in all seriousness, do you think that Triple H made this match so he could teach Trish Stratus some more wrestling moves backstage?
Oh God, no! Here we go. I knew that.
Remember that SmackDown?
Oh God.
I'm picking Becky's team to win.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
Damage Control breaks up that night, and I think Trish punches Becky in the face the next night. I think we get both. Just
I like it. I
they'll
like
do
it.
the cheap LA pop.
Oh,
Plus, they're the tag champions. You don't want one of them taking unless Trish takes the pin, and that's why she gets pissed off.
Well, she's not in the match.
But yeah,
There she is.
she's in it. It's 6 women. It's Trish.
How the
Becky.
fuck are tag?
The titles aren't on the line.
But
Why? Okay, I didn't know
It's just
that.
a
but,
six-woman
but
tag.
All right.
let's keep in mind when
I didn't know
Trish.
that.
Let's keep in mind when Trish does turn. She did get attacked, and they weren't there to help her, and they were there on Raw.
Yeah, I think
And without Trish coming out, would they have won the tag titles? Because Bailey got involved.
I take it back. If the tag titles are not on the line,
That's a lot of.
I changed my mind. I thought they were on the line. I didn't realize that Trish was actually in the match.
That's a lot to
Yeah.
go, and Trish can complain about as well. So
So Lita retains along with the man.
Becky.
I mean, they have to. There's no reason for him to drop it at this point, right?
no.
They no reason
I
to
think they just need to scrap the women's tag team titles altogether.
Don't-
I can't
you don't
argue
need
with
your
that.
negative
No,
energy.
I agree with that. They're pointless.
At this point, they are. Right
They're thrown together. What the
Sorry,
fuck was
Josh.
needed here?
now. Right.
Look, pointless titles are everywhere.
Right.
What the fuck is the
I think-
international championship?
I
What is
think
the
those
IC?
titles become a lot more meaningful after WrestleMania because we're
Right.
starting to see more teams kind of come together.
Yeah,
And Triple H
Right.
is still doing damage control. No pun intended there. And
that was very good.
That
That
was
was
a good
very.
That
one.
was perfect.
yeah.
That was
And
good.
once
That's
WrestleMania, once he can start building towards his next WrestleMania, his first real official one, that's when
right.
we're going to start getting more of that. That's what I think. People call me a skeptic and hopeful, believe. I don't care. That's what I truly think is going to happen because we're
Right.
seeing a lot of girls come together making teams. So
They are too many.
That's what I'm saying. Too fucking many.
There's too many.
Oh,
Please.
No such thing. No such thing.
Our tag team run's gonna be great.
Yeah.
God, gross.
I think Yvonne, who do you
Oh boy, this is tough. Well, that's my theory up because I can see them. It's not on the line. So I would
Theory,
say
no pun intended.
not. I can still bet.
Wearing your Austin Theory shirt.
Damage control. That's my theory up. I don't see no.
You're
break.
going with damage control? All right.
That's tough.
Me and Josh for the title at WrestleMania.
No,
I'm
No,
kidding.
I'm just saying.
Who knows?
Forever champion.
Well,
Del Rio.
that messed it up for me.
Damage control.
No shit. All right. I'm always.
I think Trish is going to cost them when the tag titles are on the line.
That's what I'm saying.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
still picking damage control?
Yep.
All right. Baby.
I'm gonna take
I'm just
damage
excited,
control,
bro. I'm excited for
and
me.
then I'm gonna extend it on Monday night. I think that's when they kick Bailey out and Trish takes her spot.
I like that too.
But will Trish be around to be in that spot?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and hope that she is.
I like
We
that.
reached out to her to interview her once. She asked for 10 grand. So I don't know if WWE
10?
can afford her. She
Yeah.
asked for $10,000.
She did.
That's
First
more than
off-
Kurt. That's
Dude,
fucking
first off,
crazy.
she didn't even message me back directly. Her
Or people?
her people
She's got
messaged
people.
us. It's like, well, for 10, they said 10 grand, 2 hours. And I was like,
Holy
I don't know if I
I
can do 2
think
hours.
it's fun. I was like, there's one thing I'd pay her 10 grand for to do with her for 2 hours. And it wouldn't be talking
Oh
on a
my
podcast.
gosh.
But
you know
anyway,
we're live, right?
I don't. Have you not watched the show? Me
We're
wanting to have
unfiltered on
sexual
this
intercourse
show.
with Trish Stratus is not even close to being the worst thing that we've said on this show. Have you ever
Charlotte.
watched Joe Rogan's show before?
Well, he's famous.
I don't know. He's kind of made me quit giving a. That's kind of why I've been watching Joe. I just discovered who Joe Rogan was 9 days ago.
You ever
Wow,
saw Fear?
What?
bro? You've been missing out.
I don't watch shitty television. So no, I did not see Fear Factor.
This guy.
That's why I don't
You know who
watch.
Joe Rogan is until a week ago?
Yeah, he interviewed my boy Theo Vaughn, so I watched it.
All right.
Oh, there it is, Theo.
Theo's fucking great. But anyway, let's go to a match that is not great. And Chuck's. This is the match that Chuck is looking forward to the most.
Me, no.
Hell yeah, baby.
You know, honestly, the build hasn't been terrible.
Hasn't been bad.
Except the fake, like he couldn't throw him over the top rope.
Yeah, that was
Well, that's a botch. That was hilarious.
But I did like the weight thing where Omos picked up the scale was like chasing Brock and it's like, was he gonna bash him in the head with it?
Man,
And
then he
then
threw it
Bailey-
over his shoulder like a baseball bat. Like, come on.
Yeah.
If there's
Nuts.
It's like hardcore Holly shit right there.
Yeah, it's Crash. I think
Crash
Bailey just-
Holly.
Crash
Crash.
is-
Don't disrespect Crash.
Remember that.
He did.
It's on No Mercy. That's got him confused. But yeah, it's-
Yeah, it's a Holly.
If there's
I'll-
one thing that has to happen in this match, that's Omos beating Brock Lesnar. Omos has to win.
I'm going Brock.
I-
I think this whole match is put together so we can watch Brock F5 Omos multiple
Right.
times.
and that's it. I agree.
That's
Omos
it.
is kind of a joke when
Or
it comes
almost.
All right, my bad. I rewind. I take Brock then. Jeez.
Nah,
Jeez.
nah, son.
No
already put-
do-overs. I already typed it in. I can't backspace.
to. We can't change Excel. Have you ever tried to do that? The formulas don't work.
Okay. I'm taking Brock. What are you guys doing?
I'm Brock all day.
Brock.
Yeah,
Omos squashes him.
This guy being
I wish.
hopefully
I wish.
hopeful.
Last time Bebe was on for predictions, he got me to change my picks quite a bit. There's not a chance in hell he's gonna make
Yeah,
me change my
he's
pick
not.
now.
I'm just saying, why else would you make this match? You say it's to see Brock F5 him. They could have just done that on the normal show and then done him and Bobby again.
Listen,
That's
has
not a
to-
WrestleMania
There has to
moment.
be a reason. There has to
That's
be a
not a
reason.
WrestleMania.
It's not.
exactly. I agree.
They're going to show Brock F5ing him in their little cute video packages for the next 5 months.
Yep.
That's
What if
this
Brock?
match-
What if
together.
this is Brock's last match though?
Then he has to win.
Not against Omos. That's not a big match for him to just go out winning.
He's
Dude,
not going out. He's
Brock-
fighting Gunther at SummerSlam.
Brock is not beating the Taker streak, then losing to fucking Omos at WrestleMania.
On his way out, yeah.
You're
I
right.
think
You're
so.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Like that is. Then Omos could be like, I'm better than the Undertaker. Then I'll stop watching Raw.
Right.
Like-
Yeah.
Look, Omos is going to lose. He's going to pout and bitch. And they're going to put the Hurt Business with him,
Right.
with the Street Profits, because they're going to be mad they lost again.
Yeah,
And they're going to
complain.
create this whole
I
new
like
Hurt
it.
Business thing around them.
Right.
It's going to, and we'll see what happens.
We'll see what
What
happens.
the hell? You sound like this.
I definitely think we're getting a new Hurt Business the Monday
are.
after. It's going to be
We
just like DX after WrestleMania 14. They're going to
I mean,
form
they're
it. That'll
definitely-
be part of the show. That's going to be a Triple H nod thing right there.
I will
But
never forget that night. I was at my grandma's house.
it was
And
fantastic.
I'll never forget it.
Which one?
Savio Vega got his ass whooped.
And that was a big deal for me because my grandma actually let me watch wrestling. Like, she's a big Christian woman, you know.
Mhm.
I'll never forget that night when Triple H came out and formed the new DX.
We better not tie on these picks either between us three.
Well, there's no tie.
There's not gonna be a tie now. You
If
already
not-
picked different.
I think we've all
good.
three picked a little bit different, haven't
Okay,
we?
good.
We're all right. There's like 32 matches. I'm sure
Okay,
we can't
good.
tie.
So I'll change my women's one.
All right, let's
If we
do the match that I am the most excited for.
Yep.
And I kind of
Yes.
obvious prediction.
Yep.
But see, yeah, Austin Theory will beat
Yep.
John Cena.
Theory all
correct?
day, yet like the shirt says. Theory all day.
So how cool? I didn't even catch it at first. I'm not good in the brain anymore. But how cool was it when he did that promo with nobody in the audience?
Yeah,
I
that was
love it.
great.
I didn't even
I-
catch the fact.
Thank you, because everyone bitched about it, and I thought it was great. So thank you
Okay.
for
It was
on that side.
People complain about
No, it was-
everything. They do.
I thought it was cool anyway. Then once I realized that he did it because of John Cena's promo, I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
genius.
We can actually hear without people booing them.
Hey,
It was like,
public service announcement to you idiots on Twitter too.
seriously.
Good thing they buried Austin Theory when he lost the briefcase, right?
For real,
He's-
man. He's been
He's like, "It's the best
God,
thing that
his career has not been the same since.
Like
Right.
And the embarrassing selfie game.
he did an
Really,
interview
that
yesterday
bad.
I was reading about, and he was like, "Dude, if I don't lose that briefcase, I'm not fighting John Cena at WrestleMania."
Right.
It's
Yeah.
true.
And I came out of
And
his
he's
mouth.
1,000,000,000% correct.
He is
You know,
right.
Dude,
it's a lot of people were surprised. People, I don't know if you guys saw the tweets, the Facebook statuses, everything about, oh my God, John Cena destroyed Austin Theory on the mic, and
Buried
I'm
Austin Theory.
and I'm reading these like, it's John Cena.
That's what he
Right.
does.
John Cena will destroy
does.
anybody on the mic, but
Right.
after he will destroy you on the mic, that the opponent he just destroyed will go out and wrestle like their whole lives depend on it. Look what he did with Roman Reigns in 2017. 2017, him and not Romeo, Roman.
There you go.
You got it.
You did it.
He did it.
We were very proud of him.
Him and Roman Reigns have an excellent match. Cena put him over. Cena will destroy you and put you over, but you got to put in the work. Austin Theory will retain, and that's it. Austin Theory is my pick.
Theory all day.
I like it. I can't argue with that. I agree with all that. He's my pick too.
My pick too. He's Josh's too.
Sorry.
He's over here sexting.
I think.
Well, I mean, Del Rio's the one saying shit like Romeo. If anybody's going to be in the mood for it, I mean, it's the guy down there.
I think this is like a very unanimous. I don't know. I could just be speaking, but
Nope.
Baby.
wow.
John Cena.
John Cena.
Oh, wow.
I'll give you two
I knew
examples
you'd
of
be
why.
the one.
I'll give you two examples of why. When The Miz beat John Cena at WrestleMania, was that good or bad for him short term?
I remember the Miz beating John Cena at
Well, it was
WrestleMania.
bad for him.
It was
because-
bad for The Miz. Bray Wyatt,
Oh,
he
that's
had a
a
lot
rock.
of steam. He lost to John Cena. Did he really fall off that much, or did he just kind of go stagnant?
It was bad for Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad for him. It didn't
Well,
hurt Bray. He didn't go down the card or anything. He just kind of stayed where he was at.
That's not good though. If you're not going up, you're not.
But
progressing.
Miz did a full like crash and burn. I think
Yeah.
beating John Cena would be a lot worse for Austin Theory right now than losing.
Well, John Cena even said that to Austin Theory. He's like, if this is a
Exactly.
losing.
So, and also we like to do the debuts the night after on Monday Night Raw. So, what better way to put someone over that's showing up on the roster or Dominic Mysterio than having John Cena put the title on in his open challenge, and then someone comes in and takes it off of him. And Austin Theory losing to John Cena isn't that big of a deal, but
Theory's not losing.
Okay,
Doing it.
but what happens to Austin Theory after he loses to John Cena?
Winds
he has to
up.
rebuild himself, and it's fine because he's very young and he's got lots of talent. He'll be all right.
How the hell, John
God
Cena?
damn it.
You
John
don't need to
I know
I
this
rebuild.
hate you.
Hell,
I hate you.
Change it. I'm
Look,
not changing.
no, but look.
No.
when the fuck does John Cena got time to defend the U.S. title? He can't even make it
He's
to
a
Raw and build his own
part-timer.
Hey,
feud.
he just has to show up for one, and he's done filming, so he's free on Monday. He just has to show up for one, and then when he does his open challenge, you have Braun Breaker show up, or my personal pick, Dominic Mysterio show up, take that title off of him. John Cena's gone. There you go.
Braun, God damn it, Jimmy.
Maybe he does this every time. Then I
See,
contemplate my.
I'm trying not to be logical. This one, I wanted to get that out there because I felt like
Actually,
I
I
might
do.
be the only one with that.
I do.
theory.
I do like that Monday night theory.
I'm picking Theory. You don't need a rebuild.
Theory's still my pick. However,
Hot take.
I will not be mad if
I like
Cena
that.
does.
Hey,
I'll
I'm
be
not gonna be
upset
mad
if
if Theory
Cena-
wins either. I love Theory. I've been on the Theory hype train since before he even showed up in
When
NXT.
he dropped the selfie
Right.
gimmick, I'll win.
Love him, but I think it'll be better for him if he loses to John Cena at WrestleMania. Right now.
I would love if, obviously I'd be upset if he loses, but I would love it even more if Cena does the open challenge again. And however, if this was for the let's just contemplate here. If this was for the Intercontinental Championship, Cena would win only because so they can make him Grand Slam champion, and then lose to the next.
And the reason I picked Dom is after WrestleMania, Dom is done with Ray. I'm assuming Dom will be just done with Ray. How do you keep that heat going? You have him come in and take the title off of the freshly crowned John Cena, and people are going to lose their fucking mind.
Run around with Judgment Day as a champion.
Imagine John Cena just put Dominic Mysterio over on Monday Night Raw the night after Mania.
I don't know how the hell we got here.
I know.
It's not that's good writing though.
It is good,
writing.
Which means WWE won't do it.
They won't do it.
Hey, this ain't the WWE of last year. This is a new game, baby.
Yeah, right.
So it's all said Theory.
Do you guys think there's something to this? Hey, this is the first match. I was talking to her on the way over. I was like, what if they put them on first just to be like, hey, John Cena's the U.S. champion. Holy shit.
Yep.
What?
That's going to get the crowd so hyped.
That would set the tone for the whole weekend.
And it'll make people watch Raw the next day.
Can you name another person on the card that would get the crowd more hyped than John Cena coming out first?
Logan Paul.
Other than like a surprise person like Undertaker or Stone
Don't make us start booing.
That was for you. I said Logan Paul, but that was a dig at Chuck.
That's a bad name.
But I'm just
John
saying,
Cena,
with everybody on that card, nobody's gonna get a bigger pop than John Cena coming out
His
first.
entrance has to be the first one that hits.
Fuck it. John Cena's my pick. You did it, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy. I will be champion until
Thanks a lot.
SummerSlam now.
If I lose, I'm going after Wrestlebuddy. It's going to be.
Hey,
He will reactivate Twitter and come after your ass.
I'll take full responsibility. I will apologize
I
profusely.
guess we will know.
Jimmy,
Really
that's a good prediction. I like it. Good job.
Dude, Cena jumps in the ring. Theory comes out. They look each other in the eyes. He hits A-Town down. 1, 2, 3. Chuck texts me, I hate you.
I hate
Then I see him
hate John
and
Cena.
Bebe, who don't respond because he's actually at the event.
But now I'm thinking of this too. Maybe I'm going to go back. I have to. We'll see. But so let's say that John Cena does win, and now it starts off the show. Pretty big thing. Something in how the show ends and how it begins and how the show ends. So will the show end with John Cena a face winning and with Cody a face winning, or will it end with
Roman winning?
Roman winning? Because I feel like if John wins, that means Reigns wins.
Hey,
That's how I feel about that.
I feel like the biggest problem we had with Vince was with these big events, the fans didn't always go home happy.
Sure. Last 3 years.
So if this is Triple H's first one and he books differently, I would assume he's going to try and make the fans as happy as he possibly can.
That means
That's hard. 100,000 people in the stadium. That's hard.
I get it, but if you're having like all the baby faces kind of go over like we assume they should, like they're overcoming all the odds,
Sure.
That's great for them. They're going to be happy. They're going to feel good. And that's what I think Triple H's goal here is.
So
With the exception of Dom.
Sure. Well, sure.
I was going to say, Dominic.
So go ahead.
No, you're good.
So I'm just saying. So like, if we think that John Cena is going to win, so we think the show will end happy and end happy. So we'll get John and Cody both walking happy. Is that what we're thinking?
Maybe.
I feel like it's going to be one or the other. Because I know the last like I think 2 to 3 years, it's been Roman Reigns winning, and the show's been ending with the fans not happy overall.
I think they were happy 2 years ago. I don't think they were happy last year.
He was a heel.
Last year sucked, dude. Last year it was Brock versus Roman.
But the match got called early though because someone got hurt. So
Roman got hurt. He pulled his
But the one in Tampa,
shoulder.
those fans at the stadium were happy.
Well, I can't attest to that, but he was a heel at the time. So I have to
Yeah,
feel like,
I get what you're saying. I think he's a bigger heel now than he was 2 years ago, though.
sure.
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
he's-
people hate Roman now. Thank
That
you,
was
Sami
Edge.
Zayn.
They hate him.
That was
yeah,
Edge
they
2
hate
years
him.
ago, right?
He stacked him and
Edge and Daniel Bryan.
That's right, Brian. That's
stack
right.
him,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
Pin him.
Yeah, stack them. Yeah.
Smash them, stack them.
Smash 'em.
Smash them and stack them. Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I'm thinking if John Cena wins, then Reigns wins. But that could be not the case too. I don't fucking know.
Well,
I
John
don't
Cena,
think
but
the case John Cena's not winning, it's gonna be Theory. So I'm not.
what match are we on?
But baby,
I don't even
I like.
know. We're 15 minutes in. And we got like 20 more matches to talk about.
I know.
Oh no, Rio, you called him Romeo to all of our points.
I liked it.
I had this already. Then
I can't. My pick's Austin Theory. I can't go with John Cena. If it happens the way you said it, I won't be mad, but I can't put my RSH title chances on the line.
This is big for Theory.
Yes,
I just think of the Monday after, and I know
That's fair.
Triple H is going to want to make the Monday after really special.
maybe we'll get both.
Yeah,
But I'm not picking John Cena either. And I'll probably be wearing.
You're not John Cena's biggest fan, bro.
I know
You're
he
a fraud.
isn't. I pick Randy Orton regardless.
I live
Say
in
that.
reality. Okay, like
Listen to this guy.
not your reality where like CM Punk's a nice, good human being.
look at
He's a
that.
fantastic human being.
That's for a different. We'll settle that at
He
a
probably
different.
got Edge's nameplate on that. He ain't picking John Cena either.
No, I don't
No,
got no
Lyle.
I have the same belt. I don't want to hear it.
I don't see it.
I don't care. I have an actual. I got a real belt.
That's fair.
That's coming to me and Chuck, so enjoy.
Yeah, Rio's
so.
holding John Cena's title. This is mine.
That's fair.
Your
That's
This is
count-
my baby. This is my
Your
baby.
time's up this weekend, so
All right.
enjoy it.
This thing's cold. I'm putting it down. All right,
But enjoy it because it's.
let's go to the passing of the torch. So, in case you guys didn't know, Tony Khan gave Christian permission
permission.
to show up at WrestleMania. Apparently,
Oh wow.
according to somebody, I forget who the hell it was. I think it was RS Bebe's
It was
best
RSH.
friend, no, what's his
Y'all
name?
breaking some news. What's up with that?
I saw it on something earlier
I saw that as well.
that if he would let him do a one-off if he wanted to show up for a Brood entrance with Edge.
And Gangrel.
So
That'd be awesome. Yes.
on
No.
that note, Tony Khan's still a piece of shit. But
Yep,
Edge versus
he
Finn
is.
Balor, Hell in a Cell, and we're getting Demon Balor,
Demon Balor.
which was booked like shit the last time we saw him when the rope just magically flew off.
And
the
they
ring.
never acknowledged
No
what
follow-up.
And
happened.
they never no follow up.
Acknowledge what happened. He just fell. Okay.
Shit happens. Go Roman, I guess.
What was my,
That was so terrible.
we-
all right, does Finn have to win this match?
I got Edge winning this match.
For some reason, I think Bebe also has Edge winning, or has Edge winning this match as well.
I mean, Edge is due the win. The last time they were in the ring
Yeah.
together, he destroyed
I
Beth
don't think
Phoenix.
Finn has to win this. Finn could win it. I think either way, I'm happy.
I
Yeah,
don't.
me
You don't
too.
give the Fiend a loss. I'm taking Finn.
I got
Yeah.
Finn. Yeah, I got Finn.
Oh, I like it. That's another difference that we have. I dig it.
And the
Oh, you're
last.
taking Edge.
I'm picking Edge.
Why?
I'm
And the
taking
last-
Edge too.
All right, why the hell are you guys
Oh
taking
my
Edge?
lord.
Because the
Do
last
you
time
really
they
want me to
saw-
break it down for you?
I do.
Okay. So Edge has had 3 WrestleManias so far since his return, correct?
Yeah.
The first one had no fans. The other 2 he lost. This is his final WrestleMania. He has to win one. He has to win one.
It's final. He'll come back.
I mean, I agree with that logic. And that's what he's been stating. I'm so limited on my time. My grit is running thin. I don't have any more
He done
time.
said August he's done. So
I got him
So
winning.
SummerSlam will be his last.
Match.
Raw.
This is last WrestleMania.
WrestleMania,
I don't.
and
care.
he hasn't been able to win one in front of the fans yet. Yeah,
So
He's
if,
won many
so if he
WrestleManias.
loses, he can
WrestleMania though.
go to SummerSlam and fight this.
He
again.
has got
So,
injured and came back 36 times in his 3 years
yeah,
back.
he did.
Hey, I agree
He's
with
had-
all that. I'm annoyed by him. I'm 100% annoyed by him. But
You
I'm
know
just
he's been a
thinking like,
surprise entrant in the Rumble every
He
year.
It's
He's
annoying.
been
No,
back.
I can.
It's annoying.
I
They
can
gotta
agree
put
with
Finn
Bebe on all
over.
of
Dude,
this.
this hurts Judgment Day
Why?
if Finn loses this match.
'Cause
As the
Does
Demon
it?
too.
or
That's
do
a
they
bad
kick
loss.
Finn out the next night because he
Yeah.
lost the Edge? I don't think
Hey
it
man,
hurts
you're
Finn at
breaking
all.
up every stable in WWE the
How am
next
I breaking
night.
them up?
Finn's not getting.
That's
cut.
one stable.
You broke up Damage Control and put
They're not
Trish in it.
breaking up anytime.
Well, that
Okay.
stable stays together. This new leadership.
Do you
That-
want me to go in a deep dive on this to really explain it to you?
All I want to know is on the Monday after Raw, you expect John Cena to have a U.S. Open challenge and lose to Dominic.
and he's part
Yep.
time. So.
Or Braun.
Trish
Yeah.
to
Not Dominic.
Trish-
It don't have to be Dominic. It could be anybody. I'm just saying
I know.
him losing an open challenge.
Trish is going to join Damage Control and turn on Becky. What was the other one?
Breaking
This one.
Judgment.
Oh, Becky.
This one.
That dude.
And I'm just remembering the times of old when those Monday Night Raws after WrestleMania were special, and it was because they literally loaded it up with so much shit.
They changed
I'm
it.
not saying all my
Sure.
stuff's gonna come true, but I'm gonna throw some shit out there and hope some of them stick for sure. And with Dom has had the exact same trajectory that The Rock had when he came into WWE. So the next logical step is for him to kick the leader out of the group that he joined and take over as the leader.
Oh, poor Farouk. I remember that.
Yeah.
Then
So
teaching a-
Finn loses the Edge. Edge gets his last moment that he came back for, honestly. And then if Finn loses, I mean, it doesn't hurt him. Where's Finn at right now? Doing nothing. After he loses the Edge, he's still doing nothing.
And the last time they encountered each other inside the ring, they murdered Beth Phoenix in front of him.
Yeah.
Let's do
So,
that, you know?
has to get his payback on it. But if Finn wins, I'm happy. I'm not hating. I just think Edge has to
Finn
get
needs
his
to win.
victory.
Finn needs to win. He can't keep
I think
losing.
he really needs this win.
He's not going to get thrown out. Judgment Day is the best thing besides the bloodline.
I think
He's
Finn
not.
is kind of like AJ Styles ring when it's point. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. You're just you're
Exactly.
He's not as Teflon as AJ
He's not gonna
Styles in
lose.
WWE, though. He won the championship and had to give it up in
Well,
8
he
hours.
didn't have a solid run. I agree
But
with
then
that.
he went
but
back to NXT. He had
he's
run.
still a name.
But AJ Styles,
He had a great run in NXT, man.
it was fine.
It was fine.
But
Like, obviously, I think Styles
AJ
better.
Styles
but-
is like Hall of Fame. They're not the same.
I don't think they're the same level, but I think they both have that kind of bulletproof to them where they can lose a match like this and they're fine.
Finn doesn't have a huge win. He beat Seth, and nobody remembers it because he gave up the damn belt.
Well, he got hurt.
His
Did he beat AJ?
his biggest
Right.
win.
He needs it.
Period.
He needs it.
I think it's fine.
I
I got
got
So
Edge.
he's to the Judgment Day getting him.
We got Dom
Well,
winning.
it's Dom.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not gonna have Judgment Day win everything. So we got
Right.
Dom winning. We'll have
They can
we'll
still
have
come
Finn
out
losing.
outside. I know they can't get in. It's
You guys can't not.
I got Finn.
Demon has to win.
He's
Or
gonna
that
win.
character's pointless at this point because now he's lost his last 2 matches.
The Demon losing's kind of lame, but
It
it is
is
what it
lame.
is.
Demon losing. would
You
be-
bring him back to lose.
If
is
it was
lame.
Finn versus Edge straight up, then I might feel different. But
Yes.
you can't have the Demon lose or the character. Why do I care about the Demon if I've watched WWE for the last
Right.
3 years? All
Right.
I've heard
I agree
is
with
I mean, it's not the first time it's lost. It would be
I
the
know,
third
but
time.
last-
So
I can't remember the last time he won. I think it was Kevin Owens NXT 2020. Like he has to win or the Demon character
he's
wins.
won a few times on the main roster. He lost to Roman and he's lost to Samoa Joe as the Demon. So again, I just personally don't think a loss to Edge at Hell in a Cell is gonna hurt him at all. Because it's not like he's hot right now. He's the third best act in his own group.
It was a
It's
brutal.
not gonna hurt him.
I agree.
Well,
I'm tired of it.
But if he wins, awesome. I love it. And thank you, Edge, for doing your job.
Yeah, I mean, but you're right. We talk about Edge's career at WrestleMania since he's come back. I mean, he gets injured every 3 weeks, but
and he
I mean,
returns
hasn't-
every single week.
he
Everybody
hasn't
gets
won
sick and
anything.
tired of that.
Yeah, I am sick and tired of that. I 100% agree with y'all on that all day.
If it was the Brood Edge, I'd pick Edge, but
it's
can't-
probably going to be.
I think it's
It's
going to be
Brood
Brood Edge.
I hope
I think it's
so.
going to be Brood
I
Edge.
hope so.
From you all remember 1997, right? It's going to be
Yeah, I
great.
do.
Yeah,
remember
you were 2.
I remember the Brood.
I know, but you were 2
I know.
when
I
Edge.
know.
I never got into the Brood.
I know. It's tough.
I was always a
They had the
Taker guy.
dopest entrance of all time, man. It was so
Yes.
cool.
It was cool.
It's tough.
I guess I just haven't because I kind of complain off. I don't want to get too dragged down, I guess, but like I've hated before this whole Judgment Day happened. Edge's like going back to the Brood shit. I thought was very forced. I was like, stop.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
You're like in your 50s with kids. Shut the fuck up.
Like,
He's going back and he's doing all the greatest hits. That's what he's doing.
And that
So,
makes total sense. I get it.
inside Hell in a Cell, absolutely. I love that.
It's like when I just see the dude doing the same thing from the 90s, like you have like 4 kids. Like I said, I can't take you seriously in that
Right.
makeup, bro.
and that means after WrestleMania, he's got to have a live sex show next.
Oh,
He's gonna go
God.
back and do all the hits.
I mean, as long as he's sitting Lita, I'll still watch Lita.
He's married to Beth. Ugh, gross.
I forget his black spandex.
Anyway, El Rio, who do you have?
I got Balor.
Nice.
All right. Well, good job, Del Rio. We agree.
We do
finally.
too. We do too. But I can see it either way, though. I mean, but Balor, he needs
Josh
it.
and Romeo.
Dude, I really think he needs this one.
He
We'll
does
see.
need it. He does.
What the hell's that? All right, triple threat. I feel like this is going to be a difference of opinion as well.
Yes,
Gunther,
me.
Sheamus, and Drew.
I know you and I agree on this one.
Sheamus wins, pins Drew. Gunther moves on to bigger things is my pick, and he gets his Grand Slam championship he's been trying to get for like 3 years now.
He moves on to Brock.
And Gunther's
There we
outgrown
go.
that belt. He's had a great run, and it's time for him to move on to bigger and better shit. That's my
Like
I agree with
That's
all
my
that.
pick.
Like
All
face
day.
on Brock Lesnar, like we said. on the
follow
show.
that, somebody.
Like we followed that.
You know, my pick was Gunther to retain, but after
That was
Josh
mine.
said what he
So
said,
was mine. I was having Gunther. retain.
but
I think
give Sheamus this win. Let him become Grand Slam champion. He deserves it. He's been in the company for well over.
It's going on like
2011.
I was gonna say like 15 years, ain't it?
Yeah, he's been there for a long time. So give him his flowers because he doesn't have much more to go. He's
quick story. So we went to ECW and watched. I think CM Punk was actually on that show, wasn't he? We went and saw a house. We went.
That's
and saw,
probably why you were there.
No,
He's wearing a
It is
CM
not.
Punk shirt.
It is not.
From Ring of Honor.
It was actually attached to SmackDown because this is back when they taped it on Tuesday. So I just had to be there because my dad's like, I paid all this money for these tickets.
You have to be there.
I was like, Dad, the guy that does drugs with the tattoo scares me.
The Pepsi,
scares
Dad.
me.
I hate Pepsi, Dad.
You know, it's
I
funny.
like Coke.
I do not
Pepsi.
like Pepsi, and I do. RSH is probably sponsored by Coke.
Coke Zero.
But,
We like
Yeah.
Pepsi.
Sheamus actually worked the dark match that night because my dad was like, "Who's that guy glowing over there?" Nobody knew Sheamus
We
was.
didn't know.
Why is he
But it's
lit?
like, why is this pale guy out here kicking everybody in the face?
Yeah.
And he won his dark match, and 2 weeks later he beat John Cena when John Cena fell through a table.
Yep.
Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only.
Remember that night?
That was my story, but I'm picking him anyway.
I like it.
But went the guy
Was that house show at US Bank Arena by chance?
No, that was at Nutter.
Oh, okay.
It was Nutter Center.
Yep.
All right.
As much as that was he Gunther lose.
Yeah, it was
gonna get
CM
pinned,
Punk.
so.
And like
John
Ezekiel
Morrison.
Jackson or some shit.
Ezekiel
against,
Jackson.
like
I remember
Christian.
John
and-
Morrison changed his name from Johnny Nitro to John Morrison.
He did.
on
The
ECW.
Ezekiel Jackson Christian feud was going on in ECW
Yeah, he
at
did.
that
Ah,
time.
yeah.
I remember that too.
Good stuff.
Good times.
Ezekiel
Great
Jackson's
times.
like Omas. Ezekiel Jackson's like Omas on Wish.
You're
He
right.
is, and he was.
But anyway,
So Gunther gets no pin. I think Sheamus is going to pin Drew.
Gunther cannot be involved in
Cannot.
the decision unless he wins.
And
So-
he's still going to look strong out of the
I think Jimmy has a different opinion.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy's going to
So,
pick McIntyre and
no,
give us.
actually, I agree with exactly what has been said.
Oh,
That's
shit.
that's it's a poetic ending. You can't not do it that way.
I'm putting Drew McIntyre for you anyway.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause That
Yeah,
seems like
yeah.
As
As long as
Why are you mad that I'm picking your boy to win? That's crazy.
it kicks everybody in the face and,
And he
wins.
wins.
I don't want Drew McIntyre. I don't want him. Get
No, I
him away.
think we've had enough.
We've
And
had-
every time
Yeah.
they feuded, Drew always beat Sheamus.
He's had it.
That's
had
why-
moments. It's time to get somebody else to.
Yeah, that's what would make Sheamus beating him even better is the fact that Drew
More
has owned his
poetic,
ass.
just
Yeah.
poetic, right? That's a,
And then Drew can go ahead and turn heel because it's this long.
Right.
Yeah, oh my God, it's time.
And
I
this-
feel
Jesus
change.
Christ.
Please.
I hate him now. I don't like Drew McIntyre. Maybe it's because he's a face. Maybe he just doesn't do it for me. But I
too.
feel like his run in NXT as a heel was phenomenal. So I want to see what he does as a heel on the main roster.
A
It's
heel is-
unfortunate that his best run as the babyface was when there was no fans.
Right.
I hate
but
it for him.
even then, I wasn't a fan. I wasn't doing it. But maybe I wasn't a fan of Roman Reigns when he was like the biggest, X, Y, and Z back then. He's a heel. Now I love it. So maybe I'll have a change of mindset if Drew ever goes.
Oh, he'll be a
heel.
great heel. He's always been a heel.
Oh, dude.
He's
Right.
a great. He'll be
Throughout
a
the
great
company.
heel. Yeah.
What, he come back and attack Adam Cole?
Yep.
Is that what he did? With the next-
No, Adam Cole debuted and attacked him
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I got you.
after
Remember-
his match with Andrade, I think.
Damn, those.
Good
And they
times,
call-
man.
That's right. Like, damn.
Those
Just like
NXTs were amazing.
Dude, yeah. I used to get Chuck to watch them. I can't get him to watch them.
I watched it last Mania. I watched the last
Oh,
one.
you
I
gotta
watched.
watch Stand and
You
Deliver.
gotta watch.
I watched the last one.
That's
You
right,
gotta
you did.
watch it.
Well, you did, and he watched the last pay-per-view I didn't
You
even
did.
watch.
Yeah, I
That's
watched. See,
fair.
I watched it and you did it. I'm over here getting drunk, having a good time.
When Drew loses, I think
Oh.
we're going to see a Drew on the rampage here. I'm sick of losing. I'm this guy.
I
this
think
guy.
Gunther, if Cody wins, could be a logical choice to go next because they were the last two in the Rumble, and Gunther's already benched on
Yeah.
TV multiple years. That Cody, how would he come out 30 and I come out 2 and I lost? He's brought it up twice.
I agree.
That's a good point.
That story's already there.
I agree.
But anyway,
But-
I think Cody will do something corny like fight Seth again, but whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
mean,
where-
let's ignore the
what-
fact that they're
yeah.
advertising Roman versus Seth versus Cody at Backlash,
Right.
which is 100% sold out according to
Right.
Bad Bunny. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I trust Bad Bunny's fucking mouth.
Bad
Really?
Bunny is the host of Backlash. Okay,
I'm
It's
gonna
in
steal
Puerto
Kevin
Rico.
Owens'
sure.
line. He's a liar.
I'm sure he's singing.
Oh,
about
you know
it.
it's
He's a
funny.
liar.
Charlotte's like begging apparently to get a match with Bad Bunny as her tag partner.
Oh God.
Want to move on
What
from
is
Andrade?
He's embarrassing, Charlotte. Come on.
Hey, man,
Seriously.
She's already going to cheat. It's fine.
He's probably richer, so I get it.
Probably.
That's fair. He is probably richer, and he's in the video game commercial and they're playing with Triple H.
And Andrade's not. So
Yeah,
He
that's
said, "Oh, you
true,
can
yeah.
see John." Yeah, that's a stupid commercial.
We don't want
Anyway,
to see Bad Bunny, unfortunately.
I do. He was.
I
great.
know.
Well, Bad Bunny's great. He's
Nah.
I have no issues with him. I
I'd rather
hated him
see
before.
Logan Paul than Bad Bunny.
that
That's
Booker T
that's
concert was
embarrassing.
top notch, wasn't it? That was good shit.
I love Booker T. Just stood there.
He didn't look amused. He just looked like I'm just here.
He looked very confused, as was I as an audience member.
I'm like,
It was very, very confusing.
I would say get Bad Bunny away from me, but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
Bad Bunny hosting Backlash in Puerto Rico is incredible. I love the fact that they're doing Money in the Bank in England, Backlash in Puerto Rico.
They're really expanding.
Awesome. That is so cool. Like WWE is on their top level this year. It's
Triple
not
H
even
said
summer, it's not even August. Keep
Yeah,
that in mind. We're not even 6 months in. They're already freaking killing it already.
Yeah.
That is cool, though. I'll give it that.
Triple H got tired of them American audiences, not
Right. Yo, go Money in the Bank.
Goes to UK.
You're all fucking assholes.
goes to Canada, goes to all
Money-
over the place.
Money
Yeah.
in the Bank at Wembley Stadium. That
London.
is
It's
nuts.
in London. It's in London.
Dude,
Yeah.
SummerSlam's in Detroit. I'm just saying. That's not very
At
far.
Ford Field
Oh,
on
Michigan.
my birthday.
That's right up the road.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right.
That's not too far from you either.
I would go to Detroit.
I've been
I'm
to
sure
Detroit.
they have
That's right
really
up the road.
classy hotels to stay in. And
Right.
Actually, that's a brag,
nice
but
urban
I've been
area.
through 8 Mile.
Ah.
Chicka.
All right, transitioning here.
Jeez.
So
He had to say
Chuck
that.
is very happy right now, so I got to shit on that. So
Uh-oh.
Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins.
So he did to himself.
I can't wait to see a crazy high-flying Logan Paul get really high in the air,
But
and
that's
then everybody gets erections because of it for an hour. Like, I don't care.
But Chuck, here's the
Yeah,
spoiler.
the guy can jump. Cool as fuck. I don't
Everybody
care.
knows how me and Chuck feel about Logan
So
Paul.
I'm just
Seth
gonna
says he's gonna stomp him and stomp him and stomp him.
Did you guys know that his brother is a boxer? You guys know that?
No, I had no idea.
No way, bro.
Who? He's a Paul. I don't want to know.
Me.
All right,
Me.
All I will say about Logan Paul, and I'll stop talking because you all know how I feel. But
Yeah.
I did think that the selfie flip was pretty cool. I'll give him that at SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
But that's the only compliment
Saudi.
we're getting
That
on
was
this
Saudi.
show. Besides
See,
Whatever. Yeah,
we all have our opinions.
that's the only match that I watched actually. Yeah,
Did you?
that was the only match that I
good.
watched. Yeah,
hey, he
Yo,
had
we
his
all-
moment, but he's not gonna get it this time.
We all
He's
have
ready.
our opinions about Logan Paul, right? Obviously, he's a POS. We don't like him, but that man could go in the ring and having him wrestle Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
I disagree. Okay, he can go in the ring once with a guy like Seth Rollins who's really good and can carry anybody. Can he go in the ring every night like all these other wrestlers do? Or did he injure 3 spots of his body that one night and he can't be back until
Holding
April?
a cell phone and
I
got
mean,
injured. Yeah.
Like, yeah,
To be
he can
fair-
do that.
To be fair, I think if he was to drop everything and give it the wrestling like his full commitment, and he became a full-time wrestler, I think he would be great.
Yeah.
Him getting
That's
injured
fair.
is because
I
his
like
body's not used to taking
Sure.
that kind of
It's a
bump.
fair point.
Bumps and yeah, exactly.
I agree.
But
I
he
do
also-
think he would be great, but it's never
That's
going to happen.
Oh, I
Seth
wouldn't.
Rollins versus Logan Paul is going to be a good match. As
It'd be a fine match.
It
as
Poor
much,
Seth
it's going to be
Rollins.
good.
But we know what's gonna happen. He's ran his
Next
mouth.
week on RSH. Chuck,
But-
how'd you feel about this match?
but-
It was fine.
But keep
It was
trying.
fine.
Logan Paul's ran his
I'm
mouth.
over it.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, God
over
damn
it.
They'll have a spot.
Me and
It'll be
Chuck's
a
over
good
it.
spot. We'll see. They'll probably do another clash in the goddamn air,
But
and they'll throw comic book graphics on it
But-
like it's.
Logan Paul
Don't
has.
hate on comic books now.
I like comic books. I'm just saying.
But
That's the
Logan
last thing.
Paul's ran his mouth long enough. He's got his punches. Yeah. But WrestleMania, you're gonna get stomped a lot. So
I just find it pointless. I guess
you're gonna
Yeah.
get shut up.
You don't have Seth Rollins literally carry your
Seth
company,
freaking Rollins
and I
to
mean
lose.
by
No.
introducing Cody back.
Nope.
Seth's done all this grunt bullshit work.
He's
this
lost
year,
everything.
and he doesn't.
He's
win.
lost everything.
They're
Besides
not.
his sense of fashion, but
They're not going to put Logan Paul over him.
no.
Seth
I
wins.
said, imagine if Logan beats him. He's not my pick. Logan's not my pick. But does it hurt Seth Rollins if Logan wins?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely, it does. All he does is
Absolutely.
lose.
That's
At
what
this
he's been
point,
doing is losing.
yeah. I mean, he
Seth-
lost to Cody when Cody had no arm.
He
lost
is.
to Cody like-
No, here's the thing. Seth has said, if I lose to Logan Paul, I'm a joke. So if he loses, yes, he is.
Yeah,
He is
he's a
fucked.
Yeah, it
His
makes him want-
character, and just think, what happens afterwards?
Right.
Is what happens afterwards? What's about to happen?
Sure.
When
Mm-hmm.
Seth's character's so good. What do you do if he loses? You have to rebuild him again.
Right.
Like, why are you trying to rebuild something that's not broken? He has to win. And Logan Paul disappear, pop up at SummerSlam, challenge John Cena, which is the rumor.
Okay, and
And
John
Logan
Cena.
Paul
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Right. Don't
All
matter. I
he
like it.
is a good match, a fresh face that brings in probably 1 million more people because he does have a hell of a following for whatever
He
reason.
does. He does.
And he's scot free. Seth cannot afford another loss.
He can't
I
afford
agree.
it.
And
He
if look, I thought about it like this: everybody wanted to see Seth and Roman like legit feud, not the bullshit we saw last year.
Right.
How could you ever in the future take Seth seriously as a challenger for Roman's title, if he can't beat Logan Paul?
Right.
Roman just beat.
It's like
You
Jimmy
can't
said, he's
beat
a
a
joke.
YouTube
Yeah,
star,
he's a
dude.
joke.
I would not take Seth serious going forward.
I
would.
You lose
I
Logan
agree.
Paul, you're a joke.
To be fair, I think if Logan did beat him, I think it's a 0% chance of it happening. But if he did, it could send Seth into just a madman status, and it caused him to flip his switch and go back to being a heel, which I don't understand why you would do that. But that's the only thing I could think of as to why you would have him lose to Logan. But you don't have him lose to Logan Paul. Like that would just. I feel bad for Seth that he even has to have this match.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah, I don't hate the fact.
Damn, shit. Why do I feel? Now I feel bad. Now I feel like a piece of shit.
I thought it might give Seth more exposure.
Think about this the last 2 years. And yes, we know Seth and Cody was kind of the thing or whatever. But he kind of went directionless at WrestleMania the last 2 years.
Right.
Yep.
Because last year he's trying to steal KO spot, right? Yep. Yes, we all knew Cody, but like in the WWE world, Seth ain't really had shit booked for the last two Manias, which I know Bebe thinks next year he gets his payoff. But
I think he should. He probably won't, but
I know MJF's going to be for the belt. Like, and Kenny, dude, when Kenny and the Young Bucks lose to the Hurt Business in the co-main event.
Oh Lord!
I'll stop watching WWE if Young Bucks show up.
RSH probably wouldn't exist because Chuck would stop
with their ugly Hawaiian tops and their ugly spotlight. Yeah,
they're Seth Rollins ripoff.
There we go.
Yes, they are.
Anthony Charles. It should be a great match. See, great, not fine.
Right.
I think it'll be a fun match. I think it'll be fun.
It's just a match.
I just think it's disrespectful to Seth.
It's just a match.
It's just a match. I'm going to be drinking beer during this. I don't care.
My prediction is Seth Rollins.
Okay.
All right.
We'll transition to something.
His mouth's going to be shut. Logan Paul's mouth's going to be shut because you got to back up what you say because Seth's going to stomp you.
He'll probably get injured again. He'll probably hurt like 4 fucking limbs this time. And
I think Seth's going to go more than one stomp. So
we got
three.
Where's
maybe
my
more.
Excel file? Here we go.
But it's going to be 3.
All right, let's go ahead and do this one. Bianca
Oh Lord.
and Asuka.
What, dude?
Where's my picture? Bam.
I just don't.
All right, so
I've been over.
So I have this.
I know.
All right. So I have this question. Chuck answered his part, so he does not give a fuck. So has Bianca's title reign grown still? So Chuck's answer would be yes.
Yes.
I'd be
Too long,
surprised if it
lost
was-
interest. Yes.
I would also say yes. I think she needs to lose the belt to Asuka.
Time's up.
She's a better
Yeah.
title chaser than
And
champion.
holder. Yes.
So, and it's been too long.
I called it last year. You know, obviously when she beat Becky, I said, okay, now she's gonna hold the title for a year. Then she'll lose it next year at WrestleMania. Her time's up. I love Bianca Belair. She's a phenomenal wrestler. Obviously, you know, I think we're all on the same page as that. I do agree with what you said that she is a better title chaser than a title defender, and that nothing wrong with that. You just like it gets stale after a while.
That's kind of it's like with Liv. In all seriousness, with Liv, everybody had her back. Until she won the title, then it wasn't the underdog story no more.
Right.
And guess what? Her segments, nobody watched them on SmackDown no more. Her feud with Ronda was terrible, but like the fans were losing the love for her after she won.
Yeah.
Bianca hasn't really experienced that much of a downfall.
No, she hasn't.
But there's always that lag of like, oh, she's been champion for 600 days. It's like, it's a lot.
If she wins at WrestleMania, the fans are going to turn on her.
Yeah, like, and that's what you don't want. She is probably, I know Becky, but like, I would honestly consider Bianca over the last 5 years more of the face of that division than Becky.
Absolutely.
Becky, you know, got pregnant, went and did her shit.
I think booking wise, yeah, she's been booked as the face for sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
she's
like,
had that role.
She's a very significant part of what they're doing and going to continue, but she needs to get back on the chase the belt, and then Asuka can have a nice little run.
And they're pushing this new Asuka.
I think it might sound crazy, but I liken Bianca Belair to John Cena at this point. I really think she's at that level.
Oh, so you got Bianca?
I think as far as the women's division goes, I think Bianca Belair is the John Cena of the women's division right now.
Wow.
Well, I feel like you're probably running the that deal because they absolutely agree with what you just said.
You know the deal.
The word got around.
You know, ever since NXT with Bianca Belair, with what you said about Liv Morgan having her back, people has had Bianca Belair's back since NXT. So obviously they're excited to see. I feel like it's different with Liv Morgan because we didn't get to see much of Liv Morgan in NXT. Yeah, we saw, a little bit of matches here and there. Then she got called up to the main roster and got paired up with the Riot Squad, right? Ruby Riot and what's her name? Serena
Riot
Logan,
Squad,
correct?
yep.
Right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
which I loved. I had no complaints about that. But with Bianca, obviously,
Right.
it's like you said, I'm just going on a tangent here. Yeah, Bianca, man, she's held the title for over a year. She's defended it well. She redeemed herself after SummerSlam and losing it and winning it back at WrestleMania. Her time's up. No pun intended.
There's nothing else for her to do.
Look,
There's nothing else for her
don't
to do.
use John Cena shit with an over. Don't.
A girl that hits
Her
people with
time
hair,
is never.
Come on.
But
I'm
anyway,
just saying.
No, her time is never up. But like right now, it's time to drop the title, give it to the newly, redeemed
Since Asuka's
Asuka.
return, she's
Do
been
it.
beating everybody, and she's pushing.
You know
the
what's funny?
New Asuka.
so in this new world we live in, where gambling's
Asuka's my pick.
everywhere almost. Well, it's legal in Ohio, so it might as well. The number one bet prop is over or under 3.5 titles change hands at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Damn.
I am.
I'd go. Well, we're about to find out. Like, I don't know. Forged 3 or 4 titles changing hands is a lot in a
That's a
weekend.
lot.
That's a lot.
In WrestleMania, that's insane.
That's a lot.
But I think it's needed.
It's-
To Bebe's point earlier,
Yeah.
Vince kind of put them in a corner. Like most of these
Mhm.
champions are still the champions that were when Vince was there.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Right,
Like
yeah.
Roman's still champion,
Yep.
Bianca's still
They're
champion.
both champions
Like,
last year.
I think
They were.
Charlotte's different, right?
Yeah,
and then
Charlotte's
the
But-
Usos are
but
still
barely,
champion.
though.
I mean, she
Yeah.
came back and they just gave her the belt.
That,
right?
that was so.
But we come to
embarrassing.
expect that. for
Right.
Charlotte.
Yes.
But yeah, it's for me. It's got stale.
It,
I'm
Very
picking
stale.
Asuka,
Very stale.
and I
Asuka.
think
Let's go all day.
I think Rhea, Bianca for the title.
Yep.
was a
at
better
SummerSlam.
option.
Yeah, and it's a much better option. They have a story.
There's a story.
There's a story
yeah.
from NXT. No, I'm
Mhm.
serious. Like,
There is.
And it went into the Royal Rumble, and then they were giving
yeah,
each other
they were
like
the
looks in
last
the back.
two.
It's fucking ridiculous. They didn't
Like,
go
dude,
with
they
it.
feuded in NXT, and like Rhea always won
Yeah.
until the main roster.
I remember
Bianca
that.
always won. It's the perfect grudge match.
Well, they
Maybe
haven't.
that for
But
next
yeah,
year.
why couldn't it be Charlotte versus Asuka?
Exactly.
Like,
Right.
what the
It's the
fuck?
same. It's
would've
the same
been-
story they're telling with Rhea. So we could have got Rhea and Bianca and Charlotte and Asuka. And
I
everything.
agree. I think it'd be better swapped.
Yeah,
Remember that
swapped,
one
yep.
time when no one could beat Asuka, then Charlotte did, and Asuka was like, "Oh, you beat me. That's great."
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But see,
so after
and that
that,
story
Asuka
even
became
would
a
have
joke.
that
And now
story
Asuka's-
would have even made sense. She would have come back to get her revenge on Charlotte. Like you beat
Because
me at
Charlotte
Mania.
ended her streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. she did.
That's why I
and
don't
she,
care.
and she was okay with it because she was a face, but now she's a heel. She could be like, you know what? I didn't like that. I'm here to fuck you up for it.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure Triple H is probably kicking himself in the ass like, shit, I should have done this.
Right.
And is Asuka even a heel? Like I don't even
She-
can't
I
tell.
don't-
She's like Tajiri.
She just kind of does her
She
thing.
just blows shit
Yeah.
in people's faces.
She just changed
or
her.
pretends.
She just changed her makeup and just does weird things.
Or
Like I don't
she
know. what
changes her
she is.
hair and her mist. She's
Like,
done.
I don't
She
know.
went from green to blue, short to long. I mean, it's come on.
so
Like,
she's like Bianca Bel. She's like Sasha Banks then.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Changed
It's
my
like,
hair.
oh,
I'm different.
Yeah, I used to be. I'm the blueprint. Now I'm the white
Sasha
face.
Banks is amazing.
She has a very big forehead like me. I don't know if she's amazing.
She is incredible.
I'm not
all right?
crapping
I love
on
Sasha.
Bianca. I'm not crapping on Sasha Banks. I'm just saying like she just
No,
changes her
yeah.
hair color and she goes, I'm not a baby face anymore. I'm a heel, and that's all she does.
Already
Is like,
said enough.
what?
Same attitude.
I
Oh,
guess
that's
my
fine.
beard, am I
Well, that's fine
different?
with me.
Yeah.
I've already talked about Sasha's hair on this.
So we all got Asuka.
Asuka.
Yeah,
I
Asuka.
No,
You got
Oh,
you got
Oh,
Bianca.
my Lord.
I'm taking Bianca because I think if someone beats Bianca, it has to be something. And
You
had
don't think
Asuka
Asuka maybe is something.
had Asuka's new character clicked, I'd be all for Asuka winning. But if it ain't working. So I don't think you can just take the belts off of like one of your biggest stars just because for a thing that's not working. I think you got to save it for something better.
Well, now that's going to be if it is or is not working, that's going to be kind of up in the air because it might not be working for you and me, but it's working for others. 'Cause people, I hear a lot of people who are loving it.
I'm with you 100%. I have not seen one person that's been with it though, and that's my thing. Like I've not seen anybody that was for the Asuka stuff. It's just not working because it's a basically PG version of what it should be.
I agree with that.
And if
Yeah.
we don't see Rhea Ripley win the Raw or the SmackDown title, they could do Bianca
I've been making fun of her the
Yeah, it
entire
makes
time.
sense.
Oh, I just changed my face paint. Now
so
I'm
we would
different.
have Charlotte in the SmackDown title.
So if
don't see
Asuka does something at the show that kind of sends her over the edge and makes the character come to what we expect it to be, then yeah, put it on Asuka. That works. But if it's not, and it's just what we've been seeing, I think that would be a horrible idea to take it off Bianca.
If one of these two women's matches if the title were to get retained in one of them, I would think it would be this one. I think Charlotte's absolutely flipping.
Oh, I agree. Yep.
But
I think Asuka's characters is going to.
I hope this
going
match
Asuka.
is at a time and
it's
a
Asuka.
point where I have to use the restroom during night 2. I imagine it'll be because that's the best. The best part of this build was that 2-minute and 48-second clip they showed on Raw building this up, because that was better than the actual build.
Right.
That clip got me. I was like, this match is going to be great. Then I
Yeah.
think back of the last month and I'm like, oh, they haven't really done nothing but tease. Asuka spits at her, misses, spits at her, misses, spits at her, hits her a little bit. Like,
and they've been teaming together here lately.
oh yeah, can they coexist? I thought that shit was
Yeah.
over, but whatever.
It's the same story they did with Sasha Banks and Bianca, and it sucked.
It
Sucks then, sucks now.
Seriously though, like seriously, that's why I don't. Dude, I never liked Asuka anyway
didn't either.
because I never watched New Japan, all that
But
stuff.
they're going in with this new character.
And then they're like, oh, she's different.
Yeah.
No, she's not. She's the
She's
fucking
not.
same thing.
She is.
She changed her face paint. She's blue now. But like, I don't
And her
get
hair's short,
it.
yeah.
I truly don't understand. There's no difference.
Well,
Exactly. That's my whole thing. It's
I mean, the look is different, but it's the same kind of different. It's the same
Right.
style, just a different color and different.
Right.
Yeah,
It's the same style.
To Bebe's point, this isn't what the character should be.
Right.
The-
No, I agree.
This
especially,
like times 100 what it is right now.
No, I agree.
especially if you listen to that hype video they made the other night. They made it seem like, oh, Kana's this evil
That's what I was
badass,
saying.
and it's like
That's
I've not
hype
seen
video.
anything evil about her.
No, dude, that hype video was better than anything they've done with these two.
Right.
It
Like,
is,
that
but it
hype
makes
video got me hyped.
I'm with you, but it made no sense if you think about it,
I
because
agree.
they're literally like, she's evil, and it's like, I haven't seen it.
Show no signs of it, but spitting fucking.
So
Took her
Jerry-
title and started
Yeah,
fucking
Jerry's
dancing
more
with it.
evil.
Just like, oh, this is yours. Oh, it's mine. Like,
She was-
Yeah, like she took the belt, right?
They
Like,
showed her backstage when she Carmella was talking and Asuka approached in a suit with a freaky looking face. Maybe lashes at.
I mean,
Bianca,
I'm a
so-
guy that is used to waking up girls with creepy looking faces in the
Oh,
morning,
God.
but the girl with the creepy looking face is going to beat Bianca. Sorry, baby.
She has to look for it. I mean,
And
I'll
then-
give you, she has a
unless-
little mafia suit to her. She looks like the Yazukis in Grand Theft Auto 3.
maybe she
with that
shows.
suit. I'll
I
give
think
you
she's
that.
going to show more of that at Mania. Maybe people
Yeah.
like.
if
Maybe.
she shows that aggression and evil side at
Maybe that's what we
WrestleMania,
get.
okay, cool.
Maybe she's saving it for that.
Maybe this is the stage they want to like.
let it all
throw
out.
that out.
Let it all out.
And I'll accept it all the way. But until then, it sucks.
Well, let's go to something.
That don't.
Let's
stink.
go to the two. Let's
that
go
don't
to.
stink.
Let's get to the point of what he actually is here for. The
Yeah.
two
Greatest
matches
fucking
that
thing
should be
you've
main
ever had.
eventing.
Absolutely.
So let's start with
Oh yeah.
the Usos against. Look how Sami Zayn in this picture. So it's like, you know,
He's so proud.
no, like this is like
This
from
is
Johnny
fun.
Knoxville to
Yeah.
now. That's his face
Yeah.
of like, yeah, I've been killing it, bitch.
He has. Yeah.
And I'm
Oh,
smiling. That's Kevin Owens. Like, you fuck with my best friend, I'm gonna kick your guys' ass.
His brother.
It
So-
Oh, that's my brother.
It reminds me of Sami Zayn is like the younger brother, and the mom was like, "You look so cute for your school pictures. Do the space for your pictures. So, oh, you look so cute," and he's all happy.
and
And
then
then
KO,
KO is
yeah.
a big brother. He's gonna have a dick.
Yeah.
And that's KO smile. That's what
So
we're
I
saying.
feel like it's only right if Bebe opens this one up. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is Bebe's.
Yes.
This is Bebe's dude.
It's your guy.
So the question I have is, which I'm sure the answer we're gonna
This
have a lot.
is tough.
Do
Yeah.
they start destroying the bloodline by defeating the Usos? Because
One
this would be step one.
per 100%. If Rhea's my lock one, but this one, if it's not KO and Sammy, it might ruin the rest of the show for me. That's how much like I feel like they have to win. You cannot continue to just dangle Sammy's like success in our face and then just take it from us.
Right.
Right.
The man has earned this moment, and there's no better moment to end night one than to have KO and Sammy winning the tag titles, KO becoming a Grand Slam champion, and the confetti just raining down upon them like it's back in the
I
Ring
did
of
not
Honor.
know.
Yes.
That's a nice KO fact. I didn't
That's
know that.
awesome.
There's no
So you can
better
have
ending.
Sheamus. You could have Sheamus and KO.
KO. Yep.
Del Rio, did you say somebody else could be Grand Slam too? If they win at Mania?
I said hypothetically, if Austin was Intercontinental champion, they would have
Yeah,
had
Austin
Cena.
Theory.
I got
They
you.
would have had Cena, but over for the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
But it's not.
That is cool. That'd be two.
That's two's cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
This match needs to close night 1.
But how is it not?
Right? How does it
So
not?
they're announcing this tomorrow.
Right.
Either tomorrow or Friday. I think it's tomorrow. It would make sense with the
I would assume the
reveal.
latest they tell us on SmackDown.
I would hope.
Tomorrow.
I mean, I seriously agree with what you said earlier. Like, baby, is like, how do you not close night 1 with the Bloodline and KO and Sami?
right. It just.
I can't.
Yeah.
Storyline wise, I agree. If it's mix a story, then do it. Like Taker and Styles made sense to close night
They
1.
did.
Yeah.
Cena and Bray made sense to close
Taker
night
and
2.
Styles is amazing.
It was.
It makes zero sense for Rhea to close it when KO, Sami are gonna be on that same night.
Right.
That's just ridiculous, and it's very forced to not do it the correct way.
Yeah.
It's just silly. It's
And
like
do it a silly way just because.
And why I keep telling people Charlotte and Rhea is not is because I know based on what I watched Triple H do in NXT, he does things the sensible way. He's not gonna be woke just for the sake of being woke. He's going to do the right thing.
that being said, though, NXT was a lot smaller scale, and these things tend to be more woke on a larger scale.
You know, and like also like I feel like the Sami, KO, and Usos are gonna close out the show. People are gonna be pissed. No, we're not.
No, that should close out the show.
It
Holy
should,
shit!
yes.
And one more thing to add is everyone always thinks like the last match is the main event. When Vince McMahon himself has said there's like 4, 5, 6 main events at WrestleMania because WrestleMania is a celebration of a year of the year, pretty much.
Right.
So if you're on the show, that's a big deal. And if you're part of a marquee match, you're a main event.
Right.
So Charlotte and Rhea can go on second to last, and they're still technically a main event in the eyes of the WWE's product.
They can go on second. They can literally go on second.
Second is a terrible position, and I think a lot
especially
of
when you're
people.
following John Cena.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Third.
That would be a horrible
Third.
thing to do.
Go on
That
third.
being said, they could use that same exact argument that you just said to rally for the Charlotte being the last match, right?
But and the reason I say no though is because of how amazing the story has been. It's the best story. It is.
I think
there's not even a question about it. There's
story.
no other story that comes close to the Sami Zayn Uso story.
It's one of those things. It's like if a girl and a guy
Here we go.
over the
Here we go.
in all seriousness, like and over the
Josh's
course of a
advice.
year, dude's just doing better, and it's time to fucking give the award. It's like, oh, but we'll give it to her. She tried hard. It's like, no, give it to who actually deserves it. It's like I was watching college basketball the other day, and there was a foul on the last play of the game, and everybody's like, how do you call that foul this late? If it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's the best story, it's the best story.
Right.
Don't go to X, Y, and Z to jump through the hoop to give 100 reasons this should go on because of one thing. At the point in the world we're at, where like women have a lot more right. They do a lot more stuff that men do nowadays than ever. You shouldn't have to justify this every fucking year in your main event. You did about Sasha and Beyond. It's like 4 years now. Oh, women are main event. Like we get it. They can main event. They main event at Raw. They had a pay-per-view. They do all this shit. The only place that should never be main eventing is AEW. Everywhere else is fine.
When Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda did it, it made sense, and it was like that didn't feel forced. And I was like, "That's awesome."
I agree.
The stories, like you said, if you're paying off years of work, why not give those rewards to the people that did the work, and not just give it to somebody else?
And if you're not giving Sami the title at a Montreal Elimination Chamber, you damn sure better give him that celebration to end the night, that closing moment, because the Usos have been champs for what, like 600 some days?
They
very big deal that they're losing. So
they haven't lost.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Zayn's moment. If they don't give it to him, dude, the fans are going to freak the fuck out.
I'm gonna lose
We're
my
all
mind.
gonna freak out.
All right,
I'll buy the AEW game just to piss off WWE. I'll tweet about it so they know.
You can buy it any year now.
And we've seen the bloodline. We've seen a few cracks with the bloodline. So
yeah, so this would have.
This
to
is
be
going to
the
be a
one.
big one that's
So
going to cause it.
Chuck brought up something interesting last week.
He did.
That made me think about both these matches.
That's rare.
Hey, I didn't say anything. I was
Josh and
giving
I
you
didn't
props.
forget. No, we didn't forget.
Do you guys think the outcome of this match is linked to the outcome of Roman? Basically, if the Usos win, Roman there's no reason to have Roman lose.
Right. Yep.
See, this is where I disagree, because I think if the Usos lose and Roman wins, now Roman's like, "What the fuck, y'all? Like, y'all couldn't even do your job. I did mine.
You can't do yours.
Now what the hell?" And then they could take that and go. I don't know.
sense.
I don't look into like Roman's going to take 7 years off. Like, I don't know if any of that shit's true because all the tabloid bullshit on the internet nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't think any match outcome or placement dictates. Sorry, I don't think any placement or outcome of any other match on this card dictates any other match. If that fucking made no sense.
Right.
But
I got you. Yeah, that makes sense.
KO, like the Usos can win and Roman can win. The Usos can lose and Roman can lose. Like any out, I don't think one directly affects the other.
It does.
Here's why I disagree is because if you go back and you watch this whole story over the past year, everything has been so finely tuned to where all these things just connect in some way or another. Roman does this because 3 weeks from now, something's going to come from what he did. So when the Usos lose, and you brought it up, Roman's gonna be pissed. Like, hey, what are we doing here, guys?
I'm sure we'll get a segment right before.
Yeah, for sure. It'll probably open up night 2.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now I think the Usos, that gives Jay at least the ammunition to turn on Roman. And his inspiration for that is when he saw Sammy do it, his best friend, and then Sammy has been telling him, "You're only mad because I did it first."
Right.
So when Jay gets berated again, like he did back in the day when the whole bloodline thing started.
Yeah, because
he submitted and he's like, "I'll do what you say, Roman." But now he's like, you know what? I don't have to do that. Sammy helped me. He helped me see the vision. I don't need to take this from Roman. And then either he screws Roman or he goes after Roman retains. Whatever happens.
Screwing Roman, bro. Screwing Roman Reigns. That would
The only
be
problem
all
I have with that.
shit.
The only problem I have with that is because again, everything's so finely intertwined. Jay helping Cody win doesn't really make a whole
It
lot.
don't make sense. It don't.
But
What?
Jay facing Roman and Sammy helping Jay beat Roman, that would make a lot more sense.
Yes, it would.
Whether that happens or not, I don't know. I'm just going further down the road. I'm just saying, I think they do have to go with one another for that reason.
All right, I'm taking
Goosebumps.
I'm taking
Sammy's getting his moment.
Chill,
Yeah.
chill.
I do what I can do, baby.
I fucking love
Our
wrestling,
boys
bro.
get
We
his
love
moment.
wrestling.
Sammy's getting his
I
moment.
mean, this is the like.
Sammy and KO is my prediction. Like they have to win.
Let's
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
doing this podcast every week and all the shit that goes into it. It's like sometimes I'm like, fuck, this is like a lot, whatever. But it's like this. It's like rejuvenated everything today. Like I woke up today, I was like, this is what the fuck we do it for.
It's what we
It's
do.
like
Wrestle.
It's like I watch pretty much every sport that baseball. But like when the end of the year comes, I always get this great fulfillment. Like this is why the Super Bowl's here. This is why I watch. This is why I watch the NBA to watch the Cavs lose in the second round. This is why I watch college basketball to watch UK get bounced in the second round. See a trend here, but this is kind of like this is why we do this shit. This is why wrestling nerds exist. This is why Wrestlebuddy does their shit. It's why RSH does their shit.
Right.
It's why Cy does his network. He'll be on next week
He'll
for
be
the
on
Fallout.
next week.
That we're also on.
Nice.
So like
Starring us. Yep.
it's a combination. Maybe said it perfect. It's a year of hard work,
It
and
is.
these nobody worked harder than Sami Zayn.
Absolutely.
And it started with Johnny Knoxville
It did.
because that match was
That's where it
amazing.
started.
It was really
That
good.
was one of the most entertaining matches I've ever seen. That wasn't actually a wrestling
Right.
match.
Yeah, he knocked it out of the park, bro.
Can I ask a question about that? Have we ever seen a wrestler go from WrestleMania to WrestleMania have just a huge growth like Sami Zayn has had? Gone from losing to Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania to being a person that we all thought might be able to dethrone Roman Reigns. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody have a trajectory that amazing.
It's just another reason why if he does not main event night 1, it's a fucking joke.
It is.
Thank you.
And also just remember him and KO took a fucking shot coming back.
They
'Cause
did.
you know Triple H was not in charge when they resigned.
Yeah, Vince was.
They took
Yep.
They
the
were
bet.
like, look, financially we're set for life. Our families are taken care of. From what I read, that's what they were most concerned of. You know,
Sure.
both family men, whatever.
Sammy said that he liked that they started giving him a little bit more creative freedom as well.
Yeah, when he had
because of
the
the jackass stuff.
yeah,
That's
when
honestly
he-
that as a wrestler, it's like, yeah, you can pay me all the money in the world, but if you're not giving me creative freedom, like a
Happy.
little bit,
Dude, you can put me in a nurse outfit and I'll go out and wrestle for you if you're going to pay me $2 million a year. I don't care.
sure,
That's
but
me,
like,
though.
as,
That's me.
We say,
but
we
like
say
as
that.
someone who people who take serious, like
Right.
Like they
Kevin
do.
Owens.
Like they do,
Right.
yeah.
Look at Kevin Owens. Like I was upset when he resigned, but Homeboy main evented against Stone Cold at WrestleMania. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome.
I'm with you. I've always been, paycheck to paycheck or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take all the fucking money and do whatever the fuck you want. But these guys who have put their blood, sweat, and tears into their entire career,
Right.
you get to that level. It's not really about money after a certain point.
Blood,
It's
sweat,
about
and tears,
I want to create, and that's Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are two of those guys I believe that would want. They care more about creating over than being rich.
That's fair. People are different. I get it. Like I'm just saying, for me, I don't care. Like if you're gonna pay me that amount of money to do what I love, yep, I don't care.
I mean, hell, you can
I'm
pay
still
me.
wrestling. I'm still part of professional wrestling, and you're paying me to do this. This is the greatest life ever. Like I'm not gonna care.
You
That
can
much.
pay me $250K to sit in catering all day. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean,
But still,
that's
but
my
for
mindset.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn,
That's fucking my mindset. I'll go out there and eat and drink all fucking day if you pay me.
but speaking as of like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, going back 10, 12, 14 years back in ROH, we saw them bust their ass in the indies and ROH everywhere. And to see where they are now, like they need to be taken more serious.
It's
and
beautiful.
I'm so glad they're finally given the spotlight to be taken serious.
It's an accommodation of more than just 1 year.
Oh,
It's the
absolutely.
whole
100%.
Kevin Owens,
For a
like you
career.
said, I never watched ROH or any of that shit.
I didn't.
But it's the KO powerbombing him on the side of the ring in NXT, which was the initial first turn in WWE as far as I remember. Then they fought each other at Mania already.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just an accommodation of 20 years of their grind, and this is the moment that they both deserve, and they should get it.
Like tonight,
This would be my lock, baby, for sure. This would be my lock. The fans would go nuts.
They go nuts.
I'd be scared for your safety being in that arena.
I know.
No, you gotta be scared for everyone else's safety because I'm gonna lose my fucking. But I went and got the Sammy tattoo last week for my birthday on my leg. If he don't get his damn moment, I'm going to lose my mind.
Before the show started, I was like, WrestleMania is gonna be awesome. I'm excited. But after hearing Bebe say, like Sammy and KO had to close the show against the Usos, like they had to close night one. I'm like, God damn it, he's right. Like shit, they have to. Night one closes that. Night two closes Roman and Cody. Like
it's a bloodline. That's what we've been watching for fucking 3 years.
It's getting emotionally involved.
Yes.
And everybody is all in this.
Yep.
All right,
All
so
I've heard. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, you brought up you have a fucking Sami Zayn tattoo that's brand new. You're not going to show it right now
It's a
live on the
cool
podcast?
It's a cool tattoo.
If you got on Twitter,
It's on Twitter. Look how cool that is. For his birthday. That's a dope tattoo.
that is awesome.
That is awesome. That's brand. You can't tell it's brand new.
Baby's all in. He's all in.
I dig it.
It is on Twitter, and if you want to see it, just DM me. I'll send you a nice picture of it, and I'll show you the inspiration because the inspiration was amazing.
That's cool.
So Sammy better win. Come on.
All we've heard is how WWE does nothing except for this bloodline stuff. Everything else sucks. So if that's the case, if that truly is the case, and that's how you truly believe, why would these two matches not close out the show?
Right.
Like if that's all they're doing, then yeah, they should close out the show. So there's no argument to be made that they don't.
Do you think if? But when does Charlotte and Rio go on? Night two?
I think night one, but they can do the co-main event. I think that's fair.
I think that's fair too.
I think so too.
That is fair. Nobody
as long as they're not the second match, I don't think there's a reason to complain at all.
I put them right. I would put them flat right in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Flat, right? Yeah, like fourth.
I don't look.
It doesn't matter really. It really doesn't.
I said, I don't think
unless Rhea squashes. If Rhea squashes, go ahead and put it second. Keep that momentum going.
I was gonna say, like, if you're not first or last, it really don't matter what you are. Like that's what every wrestler ever says. Like you're either going first or you're going last. So like Roman, like in his earlier promos, like I open or I close.
Yep.
I don't mingle.
That's what he
said. You ain't going to see Roman wrestling on SmackDown at 9:03.
No,
he's wrestling at 9:40.
That's what he shouldn't. He's the main event.
That's what I'm saying. But that's all that matters. Right. So like
that's what Kevin Owens said at WrestleMania 32. I think when he went on in the ladder match, that documentary, he goes, for the IC title, he goes, oh well, if you're not last, you're first. So he had no complaints about that. So
absolutely. So this doesn't matter. Like people, I mean, they're going to bring in the whole gender thing, but like it's all like we've already said all the entire show. But
it's
it's
about bloodline. It has to close out the show.
It's about storytelling.
You got to give the right story, the right,
All right, Yvonne segued me perfect. The right story. Okay, so this is my whole issue with Roman and Cody, which is obviously where we're going.
Yep, where we're going. We know who's favorite to
My
win
question
this
was,
is not
is
mine.
this the right time?
No,
And the answer is no.
no.
I'm not
no.
emotionally. I am not emotionally
No.
invested in Cody Rhodes right
Like
now.
we thought we were. We're not.
I mean, look, I hated him in AEW, but I
We
think
know.
a lot of that, and I'm still not his biggest fucking fan right now. He yells with the fan, I guess.
I like
His
that.
entrance
I like
is
that
not
a lot.
bad.
I'll be sitting there working and like, oh.
He has a cool entrance, but like
He does.
for as big as a moment for Cody, this isn't 20 years. This is lifelong with his dad growing up, always wanted to be the world champion. This is life's work.
Yep.
And you're gonna win it based off of a few good promos.
It's not happening.
And he beat Solo one-on-one.
Solo's
I'm
not
just
ready.
saying this story doesn't feel like the right.
It doesn't.
Daniel Bryan felt different winning the belt. Kofi felt different
He
winning the
did.
belt. Sammy
This should be
potentially
Sammy.
winning the belt at
Amazing.
elimination.
It would have been,
Sammy
yeah.
potentially winning the belt at elimination
Right.
chamber felt different.
Yep.
This just doesn't feel
It
right.
doesn't.
This should be Sammy right now.
And
Yeah,
Roman
sure.
beating Cody, and Cody saying, "You know what? Fuck this story."
I'm going heel.
But she's making too much. I get it. He's like breaking records with merch,
I
and they
get
will
it.
never. They would stop myself. see?
Ridiculous.
They would be ridiculous.
Thank you. I hate that word.
I do too, but like that's how bad of a decision it would be to
Yeah,
turn
it
Cody
is.
heel right
Yeah,
now,
it is.
which is why I have Cody winning, even though I don't think it's the right time.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
I agree with you.
It's not the right time.
And Roman's about to hit 1,000.
If I was booking this
so
show,
it's not.
you-
Roman's
forced.
winning.
It's not.
It feels forced.
It's
Cody getting hurt,
Thank you.
derailed. It would be a much better build and
Sure.
story. Cody getting hurt kind of screwed it up.
But unfortunately, Sammy owned it after Cody got hurt.
Yeah.
So why
Yeah.
the fuck is Sammy
This
not
should be
here?
Sammy.
I
you.
think we're going to get Cody versus Sammy down the road.
I do too.
It should be Sammy all day. I even tweeted Triple H
I
today.
don't think Sammy's done with the world title,
I don't
especially
think
some of the
he's
reports
done.
I'm seeing where everybody said that whole Sammy ain't behind the scenes. They don't view Sammy as that guy. They're like,
They
that's
debunked that. They already come out and said that's not true.
yeah.
We-
So
we've
like,
seen
I
it
don't
on
think
the
Sami Zayn's run is over winning
It's
the tag.
not,
I think
no.
he's going to continue to like slow. Like he's
Yeah.
going to
Keep
be
going. He's gonna keep going.
forward.
One thing
Yeah.
I want to I hate the fucking phrase that guy. Is Sami Zayn going to be the guy who carries the company for 3 years like Roman Reigns did with a whole bloodline? No, but it's not about being the guy. There's no way
moment.
to be John Cena. It's all about the moment. Brian run the company after that. No, he got hurt and fucking left
He
actually.
left. Yeah, he left. Yep.
But it's all about WrestleMania in that moment. And so we all remember Daniel Bryan winning WrestleMania 30. It was a huge moment with a huge build. And in my opinion, runs parallel with this whole Sammy build, with the exception that Sammy is not at fucking WrestleMania, where he fucking should be.
Right.
And let's say that they did not derail their plans and Batista won WrestleMania 30. Would we remember WrestleMania 30?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
So just like Daniel Bryan was meant to be at WrestleMania 30, in my humble opinion, Sami Zayn was meant to be headlining WrestleMania 39.
Absolutely.
And Cody's fine. They're doing a good job with what they have, but like we've already said, it feels forced.
It feels forced.
Sammy has been running this company for a year. It should be him.
This mother effer
I
spitting.
agree.
You're right. And I hate the term "it feels forced" because obviously it's gonna be a feel good moment for Cody.
I
Even
just
when
like
he
it-
does win, but like you're right, it feels forced. I mean, I was really upset when he came out on number 30. I'm like, awesome.
Makes it
Right.
feel more forced.
Yeah, it
So,
is.
question for you there.
That's what they're
So
doing.
you say you don't like the term forced, because Cody's gonna have a feel good moment. Envision Cody's moment winning the title. Now envision Sammy winning that title. What is the clear better moment?
Sammy.
So it's forced. That I know it's a terrible thing to say because I mean most storylines are forced. We're giving a storyline, we're supposed to follow it and all that. I get that. But Cody's at a point where it's like they're really they're making us believe in him. Like it's not like it's naturally happening like Sammy did. They're like, you need to believe in this guy, and this is why. We're gonna end Solo's undefeated streak just for the sake of Cody Rhodes.
They did.
That's forced. And I hate it so much.
I know.
Sammy was organic. You can't be more organic than Sammy
Right.
or Daniel Bryan. And that's why I think they run
Kofi,
parallel.
the fans
Yeah,
wanted
Kofi
it.
as well.
They did.
Yeah.
Kofi
It-
Mania. Yep,
Sam-
they did.
WrestleZania could have been the same thing. Kofi
Yep.
Mania and the Yes Movement was.
It's embarrassing that it's not.
And
It
it's
is.
not Cody's fault. 'Cause
It's
I'm not
not.
No,
blaming
I'm not
Cody.
blaming Cody because I like
I'm not-
Cody.
I'm
Yeah,
just-
so do I. So do I.
like,
It's
there's
just- yeah.
I'm
It's
wearing
not
this at the show. I like Cody.
don't do not put it on your fucking neck.
Put it on your neck. Right here.
Right there, buddy.
And then when they ask if it's real, you say yes.
Yeah.
I did it at Royal Rumble. I'll do it at WrestleMania too. I'm gonna go crazy if he wins. I feel like it's forced, and
It's very forced.
he stole Sammy's moment.
He did.
So on that note,
And it's
But
neither
we're still gonna give Sammy a feel good moment at WrestleMania.
No,
I just
yeah,
don't-
at WrestleMania, yeah.
I don't think Sammy's story's over.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
great.
Not by a long shot.
It's not over, but we still miss the opportunity to maximize on the feel-good moment that we had.
They will
Imagine-
never be able to recreate what they had.
Exactly. Imagine Daniel Bryan not winning in 30. Oh, let's say he'll win in 6 months. Yeah, but it's not as cool. The yes movement was huge with the ending of
Huge,
WrestleMania
yeah.
30.
Let's do it at Survivor Series.
Right.
Right? Yeah. Let's get a Survivor Series.
Like it's just a fact. Sammy it was so organic over this past year. And I mean, this could be the best match ever. Cody could win. It could be the greatest moment ever, but it still leaves
forced.
a bad taste in your mouth because it's a
Yeah.
little bit forced and it should be Sammy.
Him coming out at 30, they're just
And that
they're
was
making
even
it,
worse.
They're making it
Yeah.
too obvious
Yeah.
for us to believe.
Well, see, that's where I say it's not Cody's fault.
It's
not
not.
his fault. He
It's
got
not.
hurt because then he
It's
fought while hurt. The 30 spot, I think, was more of we can't have you go 45 minutes coming off surgery, so we have to
Well,
bring you out late,
yeah.
which is also not his fault.
Let's
It's
dive
not-
I
right
think it was
it's
also
not-
designed to get the crowd to like anticipate that moment. Because
Yeah.
once we get to 30 and he hasn't out there, we know for a fact
There's
Cody's
one.
next. I think
Well,
it was
you
a great idea.
They announced it.
They
right?
did, that's what made me lose interest. They
Did
announced
they?
it.
I would have rather. They told us he was
Oh
coming
yeah, they
back.
announced it. We were
I
at
didn't
the
hear
Raw.
that, so I didn't know that.
No, they
We were-
told us.
we
That
were
made
at-
it worse.
We were at the Raw where they announced it.
They did.
Yeah,
We
they
were.
was like, Cody, we'll be out. We'll be in the
They
Royal
showed his
Rumble. 'Cause
vigilante,
They showed
yeah,
a whole vigilante.
yeah.
Oh,
out.
He's-
no,
he's
I'm not.
coming
I'm
back.
okay with that too. I thought you said they announced he was going to be 30, and I'm like,
Oh,
no.
Oh,
But the way
I
they
would've
built it up, I thought
I
it was
love
well
surprises.
done. It just he
It
should
was
So why announce something we
Yes.
already know?
because we already
Like,
knew.
I know,
True,
but
but don't announce it.
It's not a surprise if we already know.
Surprises, I
making
love
him
it.
30 was kind
We
of
could be smarts. We could be smart asses, but he's not coming out. But don't announce it. Like I hate when they
That
announce
ruins
the return.
Okay,
They
but
announce
hold on.
when
The last time Cody returned, it was because they didn't announce it. So you're going to run that same angle less than a year later? I don't think you do that. I think that's lazy, honestly.
We see Edge every month. I mean, come on.
But like we
But-
said,
and we hate Edge for it, correct?
yes,
Exactly. So that's why you don't do it that way.
But the
Yeah.
fact is, Cody did get hurt, and that
did.
sucks.
He did.
But Sammy took it organically.
Baby, I don't like you, but you're good.
Well, I speak with this. I speak with
he
this.
does.
There
It's
you
what
go.
you do with your heart. Yeah.
So maybe let's make Cody's big run even bigger and better, and have him win it at WrestleMania 40, because that could be a big deal.
yeah, when he beats MJF.
You're gonna love me, man.
Well, I mean, not if he. They should have done that without him being in this Mania. It would have been cooler if 40 was his first main event. And that's like everything's tainted because it should be Sammy. Cody should be next year,
Yeah.
and I'm just pissy.
Which is
But-
what Cody's gonna be, because Sammy's gonna win, and Cody's gonna be like, "Yeah, it's my mom." We're gonna see maybe tension between them two, and then maybe a heelish Cody at some point this year, maybe. Because
I mean,
he's
I'm cool with all
already throwing compliments. Oh, Sammy, I respect you. Cody, it ain't gonna. It's gonna be different when you're the
Yeah.
one looking like a fool,
All right, I know we've been
and
going.
it's not gonna be Sammy.
Let me get picks, and I got like a couple other tidbit things real quick. I got
Cody
Cody.
Rhodes. Cody.
I got Cody as well.
I got Roman, and Roman's about to hit his 1,000 here.
I gotta go, Cody.
I'm going Roman here. Yeah,
I know.
I don't ever
I'm
pick
doing
against,
that too.
I don't pick against
I'll be
Roman,
wearing
so
my acknowledge your daddy shirt and watching.
I
the
never
movie.
You going Roman?
Yep,
I'm going Roman because Cody ain't ready.
he's not ready.
I kind of agree with all of this.
Chuck, I have you on the list twice.
I'll take both points. That's fine.
No, you
Cody got some
These
balls to be
boys
telling
think-
Roman Reigns he ain't ready. That's wild to me.
Yeah,
I mean, no,
And
Roman
I
Reigns
picked
is ready.
you ain't ready, bro.
To be fair, he's
That's
not
why I think Cody loses because he's not ready.
he's not. Like you said, it's been forced. They didn't. He announced he's coming out at 30. I mean, come on.
It's tough. I might change this pick before Sunday.
That's
or
what I was
Saturday.
saying about the
So
women.
you're
Saturday.
going Roman?
Honestly, like there's nothing because we're all we all have our things and we're like, oh shit. I look what they say. No, I changed my pick.
That's how we. Yeah, that's.
Well, we have until the show starts on Saturday to
Yeah.
change
Yeah.
our picks. So
I can't change my tag team pick because I bet $5 with the student at work. So I gotta stick with KO and Sammy.
I like
Who
it.
the hell didn't take Sammy? Man, that's stupid.
You're gambling
He's
with
9.
Oh, you
I don't
Google
care.
Dude, when I was in 6th grade, my teacher, this is back when Pokemon was cool, and my teacher traded Pokemon cards, and he screwed
I love Pokemon cards.
What the fuck?
Josh loved Pokemon.
I did. Somebody stole
You
my
had
whole
cards.
binder of
You
shit.
did.
Oh, that's rough.
That teacher was looking up prices, being like, "Yeah, that ain't worth anything there." Like,
Nothing.
First edition Charizard, I'll give you $5
Yeah,
for
right.
it.
$5.
He's
I'll
trying
buy
to
you ice cream at lunch, buddy.
With that
Yeah.
price,
So
yeah.
who'd you pick for now?
Deal.
I'm going with Cody. We'll see how SmackDown plays out. But
They
right now,
made-
I'm
I
going
will
with
Oh
put
Cody.
yeah,
you
that's
two
the
in
last
order for
face to
this
face.
one.
All right, so real quick,
Was it?
other WrestleMania shit.
Uh-oh.
Bray Wyatt appear
Yes.
as the Fiend?
Yeah.
I don't really
Yes.
care. But,
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I think he has to appear.
He has to. Yes. as the
Potential
Fiend,
targets. Throw out.
yes. Like
Couldn't
said
tell you.
last- On the, on the
I
posters,
think
like you
he
said.
does something. I think Drew.
That'd be interesting.
Because Drew's
He's
not
gonna-
gonna be doing shit
So why is his
Yeah.
match with Lashley not happening?
because he's been sick.
Sick, but-
So he's
They
just
said
gonna show up.
illness that he's
Oh.
been out. I guess he's okay.
So he won't be match ready, but he'll be ready to hang out and do something.
just make an appearance. Yeah.
All right,
With the Fiend.
that's fair.
And the Lashley Bray thing wasn't really going anywhere, to be fair.
Right.
No, I agree.
yeah.
That was kind of a lame.
So okay, the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, LA Knight, he's got to appear.
They
at some
cannot
point,
Yeah.
wait
right?
people.
I hope so. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
getting stunned by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yes.
That
They
I
The
cannot
whole-
leave him on.
Yeah.
The whole what thing has to
and
happen,
then,
right?
and then
Yeah.
That's where I lose my. That's where I'm going to lose my voice. Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, LA Knight is going to be the guy who wins Money in the Bank. Go ahead and put
Yep.
me down. For
Yes, me
prediction
too.
in Wembley Stadium. He's going to
And-
cash in successfully and be champion by the end of this
and-
year.
I like it.
And-
LA Knight is
yeah.
on the fucking road to like superstar.
Yes.
I agree.
He
got
has
the
it
look.
written all over.
He survived Maximel models, which is the most important part of all
And
this.
he even said it was a joke himself.
It
He
is a
left.
joke.
Dude,
He left.
He's organically gotten over because he's fantastic on the mic. He's
Yes.
a great
All
wrestler.
about organic.
He's got
Dude.
the look, everything.
He's literally like, if they're like, dude, even Vince has to be like, what was I doing? Like, this dude looks like a guy that
Yeah.
should be like, star.
Star
He
power.
just has it all.
I agree.
And
He
he's-
can sell his.
Yep.
I think it's his age. Vince was like, "Oh, you're too old to be successful."
Yeah, you're 30. Fuck man. Vince
No, I
still
agree.
calling somebody too old.
And-
Yeah, exactly.
and-
Anyway,
He
as
put
he
Undertaker in a main event like 2 years ago. Shut the fuck
Right,
up.
exactly.
And on
Right.
LA Knight, he's in the Andre Giant. My pick gonna win that.
Okay,
too,
yeah, I didn't
myself.
put that on
That's
here.
on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
He's gonna win that. even
I
though
think a
it's on
Bray
SmackDown.
Wyatt appearance could happen on SmackDown.
Yes.
Like a tease and fuck with Lashley.
Sure.
And then Lashley comes out like, Bray, I'm sick of your shit. Then
Yeah.
he's here. Lights go out.
Yep.
Comes
Yep.
back.
He's in the ring.
Sister Abigail, lights go out. And then like, oh, maybe we'll get this feud going forward better.
Maybe.
Not at Mania.
Maybe.
I don't
Sure.
know. You guys
I mean-
expect any prizes?
Randy.
Yeah,
Like,
my
I've been
Yes.
hearing, I've been
boy.
hearing that.
My boy.
Special entrances?
I'm sorry, my man, not boy. I'm sorry.
You guys think?
Man,
You
I'll
say your
check.
boy.
What
I'll
do you
change
guys
that.
think gets all these special? I think Cody gets a special interest. I think
Bianca-
Sammy and
Bianca
KO.
getting one.
Bianca will.
Bianca,
Charlotte will.
John
Charlotte
Cena
will.
will probably get one.
Yeah.
No, I think Austin Theory will get one to mock John Cena.
Yes.
I think they should have Theory come out and have all the people line up like they
That
did.
I was literally just thinking that.
come
like,
out to John Cena's
all in
old
Theory,
entrance.
dude, all in Theory's gear, like
Yeah.
all wearing his shirt. They
Yes.
all line up, and everybody's like, "Oh
I'd
shit!"
like
Theory
to-
comes out like,
A-Town down, right? Yeah.
He's wearing the chain
I'd even
on-
love it if he came out with that old
Dominic.
spinner US title that
Yes.
John Cena had.
"Yeah, dude, that would be." There's so much cool shit.
And then
they
just
could do.
fucking toss it.
The
Oh,
Theory,
Dominic,
like
Dominic.
If Dominic
Dominic
doesn't have,
Lowrider?
if anybody needs one, it's Dominic. So if he
Dominic,
doesn't get one,
yes.
it's a
You got
travesty.
Pop. I agree.
I can't wait
Come
for
on, as
WrestleMania
lowrider.
5. Dominic versus what are we talking about?
Charlotte will probably have one because she's
Oh
Charlotte.
my god! Yeah, she'll ride out.
How big will her road be?
Charlotte will.
Well,
Charlotte will. Bianca will.
you could throw me off of Charlotte. I can't remember.
Roman Reigns
Oh,
will.
Austin
Roman
Theory
Reigns will
versus
probably.
Dominic Mysterio in WrestleMania 45 is going to be so great.
It'll be lit.
That's where their future's
You know
going.
the tribal chiefs own special entrance.
All right, the
Can't
last-
leave
So
them
it's going
out.
to take 20 minutes instead of 10 minutes to get to the ring for Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Hey, look, Mom just like grabs that word she knows. So John
Come
Cena.
on.
She
I know
knows
John
better.
Cena.
Josh has corrupted our mother for years. I mean, come on, it's
No.
Randy.
Well, she also
John
hates
Cena though, so that's fair.
My mom does
No.
not like Kevin Owens.
She
and
doesn't.
thinks Sami Zayn's annoying. So that's
She don't
my
watch.
mother.
She don't watch wrestling.
And
You might
block.
want to mute me, buddy.
All right,
Well, keep in
switch it
mind,
real
she
quick.
don't watch wrestling, so that
Quick transition. That's my mom. That's my mommy.
Our
right.
grandma.
All
That
right,
makes sense.
here, last thing. I promise. Write Roman Reigns off TV for me.
No.
If he's
Shoot him in the-
disappearing,
shoot him in
if
the
he's
face.
disappearing, he's
He's
supposed to
not
go away
dis-
after Mania
he's
for
not-
6 months. He
he's
can't
not-
just lose and he never comes
He's
back
not
without an explanation.
disappearing. He's not disappearing.
He's gonna win, so I can't write him off TV.
He ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so the logical people, so the people that have him losing, which he is going to.
Hypothetically speaking, if he loses, does he leave for a while?
Yes.
If he
Absolutely.
loses,
He's not leaving.
I think he shows up on SmackDown or Raw, and that's when he gets written off TV. There's no way he doesn't show up after he loses.
I agree.
He's
So
not losing.
He
It's
loses.
not happening.
He belittles the Usos after they lose.
And then they kick him out.
And then he loses. And then he comes out on Raw and he's all this shit. He gets jumped by all three of them.
All right.
They power bomb him, do the splash, super kick. They beat the living hell out of Roman.
just
And then
because.
he disappears. And then when he comes back, we have no idea where
What state of mind he's going to be.
Solo
Yeah.
turns on him, which would like be the kick in the nuts.
The bloodline's
Just
gonna be
kinda
falling
took Solo.
apart.
He pulled Solo in, and Solo's getting close to Sammy.
Yeah,
So
he
Solo's
is,
like his
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, like Jay. Yeah,
And
he's
the
so
whole Jay
close.
thing's there because I think Jay's who's going to feud with when he comes back.
Makes sense.
Jay's going to be the first
It
one to
started
take
with Jay. It has to end with Jay.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
why
there's too much story there to just go that route, though. I think it should be a slow burn, and that's why I
Roman's
think
not-
Roman retains.
I mean, it's
He
been a
is
slow burn. It's
retaining.
been going for 3 years, bro.
But
How much
Cody
slower are you going to get?
No, the breakup
It's not
hasn't. The
happening.
breakup hasn't
Cody
even really
Rhodes-
even started.
No.
So
I mean,
I don't know.
Like
man.
we just said, this should be Sammy, not Cody.
I think
that should be Sammy, not Cody. I
I
agree.
think the member of the Bloodline's going to have the best year this year, Solo.
So, yeah.
No,
And
he's
I think
up and coming.
Solo's going to be the one that breaks the Bloodline. I think he's kind of the glue at this point.
Or
And he doesn't say anything.
Jay's going to break
Well,
it.
but he
Accept it.
lost though, so his glue might be a little less because he just lost.
I
on
just,
Raw.
did.
I think that
And he's
plays in. He'll
better
be like,
from it.
Solo, you lost. Usos, you guys lost your belts. And they're like, this motherfucker. Then he loses.
And he loses.
I got
some.
Roman
Or
losing. So
I think it comes to a point in the match where they're out there and they're like, hey, he's like, hey, the ref's down or something. They're like, no, we're not helping you. And they walk out.
ooh, that
when
could
have
be
you
good.
ever helped us, Roman?
Yeah.
Exactly. You just belittled us for losing. You made fun of Solo for losing.
they're out
and then
there-
they're out there with him
and
like
they
they
just
always
walk
are.
away.
Even Paul.
Yeah.
There's
No,
a lot of
Paul's
ways
the
this
last
thing could
one.
go.
Paul's
That's the
last
beautiful
one
part.
out there, and he's sitting there. And
He just walks
Roman
away.
just looks at him. What, you too? And he just goes,
He just walks the fuck away.
and he gets down and he just walks up to him. And Roman's like, what the fuck? Turns around, boom, crossroads, new champion. It's done.
I like
Roman
that.
disappears.
It's not-
And we can keep going with
And then the
No.
Usos come on the next week, and we just start whatever the hell we're
No.
going with the next.
and we can keep Heyman
None
kind of
of-
involved.
Because
Yeah,
how has
Cody-
Roman kept the belt all these years?
Because of blood.
Because of them.
No,
Wouldn't it
but-
be ironic that they're the ones that cost him the belt?
But we just said Cody being. It's
And then you could have
sports.
Sammy and them just come out
So
at
who's
the end or
Cody
something
going to
and
fight
like,
as champion?
I don't know. I'd bring him out.
I don't
like-
want to.
He's gonna fight Omos after Omos squashes Brock Lesnar.
Nobody wants. I know
Yeah.
people want to see Cody win. We just said it was forced.
So how about
It's
this?
not happening.
So everything you just said comes to light. That happens, and then KO and Sammy come down to celebrate with Cody and just beat the fuck out of Roman a little bit, and that's how the show ends.
Yeah.
I like
They
that.
pick up Roman.
They do their-
Sammy
they do their
goes,
sigs
Sammy
on him.
finally hits that haluva kick.
Yeah, they do their sigs on him.
He stuns around,
Nope.
gets shunned out of the ring, and you got your new
No.
3 champions right there.
And he's main evented and won the last like 2 or 3.
No,
so to
not
lose
happening.
this
Look,
one,
Bebe's like, this is
No.
such great shit. This is
I
such good
think-
shit, but I
it's
can't.
wrong.
But I can't.
It's wrong.
I
Roman's
just-
not losing.
I just don't see
No.
Cody winning.
Give
I
me
don't either. We just said it was forced.
Oh, we
but
got
it's not-
Cody winning.
it's not
Paul,
happening.
Paul Levesque, give me the pencil.
But Paul
Give me
Heyman.
the pencil.
Let me
But-
let me get you. Let
If
me get the-
anybody's getting the pencil here, it's Bebe.
Because this is exactly what I would do. Cody loses because he's literally everything has just gone his way, and he has the nerve to tell Roman Reigns he's not ready. Roman Reigns beats him and proves that Cody was the one that wasn't ready. For Cody to have his comeback story be complete, he has to fail before he accomplishes his goal. Next year at WrestleMania 40, the biggest WrestleMania they've ever had, obviously, because it's 40 and they're going to celebrate and they're going to be as big as possible. That's where Roman drops the title to Cody Rhodes, and that's how I do it. That way, we get the whole year to
I don't
tell
think-
the story that Cody Rhodes has instead of just 1 month, which they tried to do. And that's why
Yeah.
it sucked.
This is all forced too. I mean, him coming out at 30 is obvious. It's not Cody's time. It's definitely not.
Because if he wins it, there's no challenger that we believe can
Right.
take him on because he's literally accomplished
No,
everything.
Cody.
Yes.
The story's already there for Randy when he comes back.
Yeah, but still, are you
Ooh.
going to buy Randy as a
But-
credible threat when
but-
Cody Rhodes has
Randy
beat
Orton,
Seth
wait a
Rollins
minute,
3
look.
times? One of those times with one arm, he just dethroned Roman Reigns, the greatest modern day world champion of all time. He's literally faced no adversity at all. So if he's champion, why the
But
fuck do I care?
there's a but to that.
Why do I
Right.
care?
It's
It's
right.
Randy Orton.
But
The
I
history.
love Randy, and it'll be a great program. I just don't. I wouldn't care.
I don't really particularly care for Randy Orton either. But
You're rude.
to me, I think, I don't know, bro. I think if you put LA Knight in Randy Orton's shoes 20 years ago, he's probably a bigger star than Randy Orton is to this day. But that's just me. I think he's a generic. He's like the guy on 2K. You know how you have like a custom superstar and you pick him? It's just the base model. That's Randy Orton with abs. Like, that's just how I feel.
Don't disrespect
He's not good on the mic. He's
Ah.
got a weird personality. Yeah, he kicks some chicks in the head.
He kicks everybody.
Which
in the
is
head.
all of our dreams.
Wait a minute. He kicks
I'm just
everybody
saying,
in the head.
I'm
What are
just
you talking
saying.
about?
He is a
But-
replaceable guy. He's been going all year and they've been flourishing. Like, it's not like, oh,
Because Triple H came in and we're all like, oh, this new stuff is amazing. What has
there's
it
a reason
been?
that John Cena beat his ass for 2 years in a row. I mean, let's stop. He
Randy
was
Orton's
always,
beating
he's
his
never number, he's always,
Number 2.
he's not the
yeah.
prom date. He's like the friend that tags along.
No,
That's Randy.
He's definitely not.
It is.
He's definitely not. No,
There was a
disrespect
lack.
Randy Orton
There
that
was
way.
a lack for top superstars in that 10-year run Cena had. There's a reason Cena always came out on top, except for a few times that he got screwed. And
But
ended up with
John
the belt
Cena-
back.
Because he was the merch pusher and Randy Orton was the dastardly heel that made John Cena look so good.
John Cena.
Orton never connected when he was a face.
It was like an
He didn't.
Austin Rock scenario.
Until last year, I think
Yeah.
he was a great face last year. But
I'm just saying, before
Orton's
he
a
started
better heel.
feuding with Edge,
Yeah.
when the last time did you give a fuck about Randy Orton?
Oh, he had like a decade
all the
of
time,
scenes. Like,
Randy's
all-
an amazing heel. He
is-
was the heel that John Cena needed because John Cena was always the babyface. Randy Orton was always the heel.
But let's say they don't.
John
go-
Cena's better.
I'm,
Come on.
I'm never saying that.
Randy's
Ra-
just-
Randy Orton's awesome though. Randy
He's-
Orton's awesome.
He's a
Randy
consistent.
Orton.
Yeah, I mean,
But
Well, you guys all hyping him up. Then does
if,
that just destroy baby? I guess he is viable. A good
If-
I
challenge.
wouldn't buy him as a threat to Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes has shown no weakness.
well, he's one, he's never been there. He's been injured all year. So what the fuck?
But even beforehand, like he literally manhandled Seth Rollins with one hand.
he
Yeah,
did,
he did.
dude.
Like
Right.
he's literally faced no adversity. So if he's champion, it's like he's going to be a horrible champion because
so
it'd be the same thing with Bianca.
that's wrong. You're that's an incorrect statement because his whole thing is that he has adversity his entire wrestling career. That's what they keep bringing up, that he always fucked up. He was Stardust. He was this. He was that. You have a brother. I have a dad. I've never been to that level because I was always being pushed down, and that's my adversity. Is his career is his adversity.
Okay, so have they been able to tell that story yet?
They try very hard
They
with
tried.
their promo.
Because I know people who saw Cody Rhodes for the first time when he returned last year. They don't know that stuff. So you need a longer time to tell the story.
Right.
And if you just see this guy showing up, beating everybody, and never having any kind of it's like, why would I accept him as a world champion?
Might as well just hand him the title.
They're acting
I mean,
like
come
everybody
on.
knows his history.
Exactly, and they shouldn't. They should be telling his story over a longer period of time, which would be a more special moment when he does win it.
Yeah, he does.
When did he leave WWE? Like 2015?
2013, I think. No,
Who? Cody?
was it before Punk or after?
Who? Cody?
It was
Cody,
after.
yeah.
It was
He
after.
left
He
in
was
2016.
Okay,
he was Stardust after.
He
CM
left in
Punk.
2016, and that's when he, in my opinion, to go off on a little, random rant, that's when he elevated the indies.
Sure, absolutely.
fucking, like,
and I think they should tell
skyrocketed.
that story. I think they should tell how he fought back to get to where he's at. They haven't been able to.
They keep
He
Dude.
mentioned it, but you're right. Like they mentioned it, but in a short period of time.
I can't get invested in him because you're just trying to
Right.
bullet point me with it. Tell
Right.
the story.
Exactly.
I agree. I mean, that's how I feel like AEW mentioned all of their like people from the Indies. I'm not trying to like change subject, but
No,
it's just-
I'm agreeing with you on that too. Yeah, they need to do a better job with that.
Like that. I actually I heard all these great things about Kenny and that dude from wherever he came from. See, I don't know where he's
Like, yeah,
yeah, that
story.
guy. Yep.
Dave Meltzer gave it 162,000 stars. Like, which makes me hate it in the first place. But you do got to tell, like,
Mhm.
hey, this guy's debuting. This is why Viginettes exist.
Why
Like,
does it matter?
That's one
Yeah.
thing AEW does that irritates me. It's like I have no
Mhm.
idea who the fuck this. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm supposed to know he was the AAA champion and the Ring of Honor champion, and in 2008 he beat Austin Aries with one finger. Like I don't know this shit. They just
AEW,
throw him on TV.
be fair-
is like oh, you're supposed to know who he is. Like, what the hell? Like
I mean, their hardcore fans probably do, but
To be
they're
fair-
I knew who he was, so it was like
Yeah,
it was
to be
cool.
fair, I think last week was the first time they've heard that criticism and actually tried to do something about it because they hyped up Vikingo the entire night. They gave the video package, which they never do. So they did what they could on the short amount of time they had to do the match. So maybe they've learned their lesson and we'll start to see it. Hopefully. But I do think that they deserve credit for doing what they did last week with it because they did try to make it a bigger deal.
To go back to when we
Makes
talked
sense.
about Cody, if they don't go the Randy Orton Cody Rhodes, which everybody thinks it's going,
That's the rumor.
if they don't for some reason, think back when Orton got injured, Roman Reigns took him out, and I mean Orton had back surgery, but Roman he could go after Roman
Orton
if he
and Roman,
retains.
yeah. Orton and Roman was scheduled for SummerSlam.
If they decide not to do that angle, Roman Reigns and Orton never got his revenge on Roman for that. So
if Orton was going to attack somebody,
it's Roman Reigns.
I mean, you could have him come out and punt him in the skull at the end of the match, but I think that'd take it away from Cody's moment.
Yeah.
Or have him do it on Raw. The Usos take him out, and he gets up, and Orton comes out.
That could be where it's
Or
at.
Roman comes out and just does it to Cody. And that's why Cody doesn't win. And now Cody has to face Randy Orton, and that's a story I can buy with Cody not being champion.
Go back. I mean, you could easily throw on, like, I was there when Cody wins. Orton comes out on Raw. I was there when your story started, Cody. Now I'm going to be the one to end it. And there's your feud.
Yes.
Like, you could do it multiple. Or you could throw fucking Sami Zayn's like, look, I finished my story. You finished yours. Let's start ours.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a little Sammy Cody feud going for it.
That's going to happen for sure.
I think that's really going to happen.
It has to.
Maybe not right away, but I do think eventually going to get a heel Cody at some point this year.
Yeah,
I do think that's the program you go with.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was lame that Cody was.
Cody's just too hot merchandise.
Oh sure, yeah.
He's the that Cody and or that Sammy and KO would be like, "Fuck you, dude," and they beat his ass. Like that would be something that they could do. But Sammy's too hot.
With Bray Wyatt, do we see an Orton appearance? There's been rumors.
I hope not.
I think we get him after Mania. I do think Bray. We get some kind of hint or cue or some weird quirky shit for him. Because Alexa Bliss said she will be there as well. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people there.
And she shared a clip of when she came out of the box and started leaking the black stuff today on her.
You can see them come back together. Because I read a report that even Triple H just like Vince was like, hey, why don't you just use the Fiend? Like it worked.
It did.
He's like, this shit just ain't working. There's a report that Triple H is like, this character's money, but this White Rabbit shit was great, but the character hasn't clicked. Bring back the Fiend and put him with Howdy because the Fiend worked.
He did work.
He should. I spent like $2,000 on Fiend shit.
You did.
That's not a fucking joke.
He did.
I got pictures of Halloween
party,
dude. I had the red pants,
went all out.
The boot. I made sure I got the same boots he wears. Like I had it all. He just won the red belt in Saudi the night before his party. I own the red belt, so I walked around literally with the mask, the fucking undershirt, all of it, because like. $300, whatever. Don't ask me how much the belt costs, but I'm just saying.
Don't ask me how much that costs.
If we would
$479.
If we would see a Randy Orton, if Cody would win, which maybe we know he's not, but if he does, Randy Orton comes out. Maybe he shows a sign of respect, and Cody gives him a moment. Orton gives him an RKO, and Orton's like, "I don't give a crap about you that Monday. I'm going after this."
See, look, this is what WrestleMania does. So we're talking about, we're only not bickering about WrestleMania. We're bickering about what's going to happen
after
months after. We've talked about next year's Mania like 5 times already.
Anything can happen.
This is why we watch wrestling as fans.
Exactly.
This is it. No
matter. This is why y'all work. Shout out to you guys for working your asses off all year, because goddamn, it's a lot of work, and I respect the hustle, because obviously podcaster here, but I haven't done a show in a while, but it's a lot of work. And I give everybody your flowers for doing this weekly. It's hard. It's a lot of work.
Oh, I just get drunk, bro. That's just another drunk.
Well, 170 episodes stretches.
Yes, I'm talking to you, man. Talking to you guys. That was a heartfelt speech.
Me too. Baby's on 2 or 3 pods.
He works harder than I do.
Baby, shout out to you, man. You too, man. I think I just met you. So
we got to do a pod where just me and you book something and then put out a vote like which road was better. Because I feel like
that's what I do, baby.
I know
that's on Wrestlebuddy where that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I had someone I made someone quit the dang Wrestlebuddy. That's how good I was. So
really, I like that. It wasn't Tyler, was it?
No, not Tyler. Tyler's my boy. I would never massacre my boy like that.
Tyler's a fucking workhorse.
He's the guy.
Me and Bebe's stuff on WrestleBuddy, we do with the articles and stuff. Yeah,
and what a great time for your Randy Orton thing to be coming out, especially if you got in a program. That was Bebe's idea.
Thank you, Bebe.
He comes back at Mania. Your article drops. He challenges Cody. I mean, that's perfect time.
Perfect.
Can't go wrong. I dig it.
All right, one bold prediction out of the box before we go. Mania. One thing that happens that you guys. Nobody would ever expect.
I feel like I dropped a few of them.
Yeah, honestly,
Baby's
every Cody doesn't win, I'll be surprised.
Because Bebe.
If Roman retains, I'll be surprised. Honestly,
that's fair.
Just because of how like you guys said, how forced this kind of is. But I'll be surprised if Roman retains.
Yeah.
Not that I'll be mad. I'll just be like, oh, okay, wow,
I'm
I
not
can't
going to
believe
be
he went that
surprised.
direction.
I mean, it's not going to be surprised.
I think the only thing that would be like really surprise me, because I mean, I don't expect any like crazy appearances or anything like that. Maybe Austin and LA Knight, but that's not a surprise. We've already discussed it. But I think, the thing that I wouldn't see coming, is we also discussed, would be the Usos turning on Reigns at WrestleMania. I'd be like, holy shit, if that actually happened.
Right.
I don't see it happening on Sunday night, but if it does,
it'll happen at some point, and we know it's going to be Jay that's going to be the one doing it first. Maybe him and Solo. Who knows?
So,
who knows?
Paul was on the cell phone, I guess, after Solo lost.
Yeah.
I'll just throw a random thing out there. He was calling in The Rock. The Rock shows up at WrestleMania.
I missed the phone, but that could be cool.
I did too.
If I'm gonna go bold, I'll say The Rock. There you go.
He's
not only he's there to help the bloodline, not take them down.
Makes sense.
That would be
and if we don't see an Orton or Cody win, we can see The Rock come out and confront Roman.
So how would The Rock help the bloodline? Like, how would that?
Oh, I like that. Have him beat Cody, then have The Rock.
Oh, and they turn on Roman, and The Rock takes, but The Rock's gonna be on TV.
He's not.
No, but have
But he wasn't last time when he faced John Cena 2 years in a row.
Right.
So you can still do it.
Would you do that, though?
If they're calling in The Rock, we see a face-to-face with him and Roman.
And that's how you turn Roman babyface.
And Roman holds the title like, okay, and then that's it. That's how they end it.
I'm always a mark for The Rock. If The Rock comes out, I'll mark out. That's just how it is.
And they end it like that, and we'll see more of it if they decide.
Would you have The Rock confront him after his match if he does beat Cody?
If he beats Cody, you stare down, and that sets it up for next year.
That's it. Yep.
I've already done that.
I don't want that to happen.
I don't
want The Rock anywhere near my.
I would not mark out. If that happened, I would not mark out.
You asked me for a bold prediction. I gave you one.
I like it. I'm going with that too. I like that.
Zack Ryder helps Chelsea Green win her match.
I'd like it.
He's coming back.
By giving Ronda Rousey a broski kick.
He's coming back.
I hope so. I can't.
That's the question, and then I don't even have one myself.
Ronda Rousey.
Vince McMahon appears on screen.
Oh boy.
Oh, that'd be a big one.
That'd be big.
That's bold.
And like backstage, right?
He did.
No, you know what? Vince McMahon comes out first.
And welcome to WrestleMania.
His good friend John Cena to the ring.
Well, I'm going to introduce John Cena.
He's apparently there. You go. I'll take it. Vince McMahon,
mustache and all,
is in the ring, and I think Christian does appear.
That'd be cool.
I like it. I'm excited
because he's no longer under contract, not because Tony Khan's a nice guy.
Anything that happens, I'm excited for. Like I'm hyped.
This is the most buzz I've had for WrestleMania forever, so I'm very excited.
The Miz is hosting.
It's perfect.
So we get to see the Miz get buried on the mic, not literally, but
by somebody.
People's going to give him shit all night long.
I think Randy's the one I think this is where you see Randy show up and he RKO's Miz. That's my other
Yes, I love it.
I can see
love that.
You talk too much. Let's get the show on the road. RKO. Everybody goes home happy there.
Dude, when do you leave to go to LA?
Tomorrow morning at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, shit.
I'm jealous, bro. That's gonna be a great time.
Me too. I know. I always wanted to go to LA.
I'm gonna be loading trucks with paper. You're gonna be going to LA. I'm gonna be pissed off.
I'll be on a computer.
And hey, just the little tidbit about it as 37 was the first WrestleMania I went to. I saw Sammy and Kevin Owens fight each other.
Oh, that's
then
cool.
last year I saw them both have their best match they've ever had in WWE together. And then this year I get to see them have their crowning moment. As a Sammy and KO fan, I have the best trifecta of WrestleMania.
Right, yes.
And that itself makes me like just giddy.
It was exciting for me because Randy Orton's my favorite, everybody knows. In St. Louis, I was very excited.
We watched the worst Rumble ever in person.
We did.
That's when I became.
We watched Brock win and Ronda win and
Shane throw out KO.
So the two coolest things that happened was one, McAfee was dancing on the table. We saw that, and then Seth's Shield entrance. Both those things happened 10 minutes into the show. So we were pretty.
Yeah.
It was all right.
And then after that, you're just like on your phone, talking, chilling, relaxing. Like,
we still weren't invested, but like
I was
trying.
Friend's hometown. I mean, come on.
A lot to be excited for sure. The next week we got Cy on to break it down, and Cy hasn't watched WWE in like 3 months because he watches AEW with his kids.
Yeah, he only watches WWE when we talk to him about WWE.
We do.
So he's like, "Oh shit, that's this week." I'm like, "Yeah, Cy, it's Mania week." He's like, "Oh, gotcha."
I asked him like a week or two ago, like, "You watching Mania?" He's like, "Yeah, mate." So he's watching it.
Yeah, he's overseas, so his time's all. It's like 3 a.m.
Well, we'll see that RSH title shift to the left side. So
cool. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on the night leading up to WrestleMania. Great discussions, great talk. As a pleasure. I can't wait to watch What do we call him? Romeo versus Cody Rhodes. That's going to be epic.
I love
Dude,
it.
and when you tag everybody in your group and piss them off, be like, I can't wait for Romeo versus Cody and see what they say.
I'm literally going to refer to Roman Reigns as Romeo for now on.
Most girls, like,
I hope he
women
gets
like
written on
me,
TV really quickly.
He could be a Roman. Yeah, in that movie. Yeah, he's kind of.
Bloodline.
Listen, it was an accident, okay?
No, that was an accident. That was in your brain.
Bro,
Justin, I liked it as when I liked
that
it. He has
Goodfellas
that
vignette
vibe.
they
He
did
does.
was really good.
I did
It
YouTube
is.
that. It was
That
good.
vignette was
very
amazing.
good.
Cool. But before we sign out, we do have two guests, and as always, they're not just guests; they are professional guests.
Yep.
So, starting with you at Jimmy Bebe, tell us where we can find all your stuff.
Jimmy Bebe right there on Twitter. That's where I be at. And then Drip King of Wrestling. That's my YouTube channel. I do a podcast every Sunday. Not this Sunday because obviously WrestleMania is on and I will not be home. But you should go over there. I do a few other things every once in a while. So go subscribe and turn that bell on so you don't miss anything. It's always good. And then on Wrestlebuddy, I do a few things over there, but mainly I do the Raw recap immediately after Raw's over. So if you don't want to watch the show, you missed the show, or you just want to talk about the show, jump on in. It's always a good time. Other than that, that's where I be. That's where you can find me.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
I love it. And then Justin Del Rio from Nerds of Wrestling, tell us about what you do, where we can find all your stuff.
Find me on Nerds of Wrestling. I mainly just do as much as I can on the group. Obviously, it's a lot going on. I try to, stay busy with the group when I can. And when I am busy with the group, when I see it, succeeding to a new level, that's when I tag everyone to get everyone involved in communication and conversation. And I tell you, y'all, listen, if you're watching, here's one thing. You click the notification. Don't want to talk about it. Or here it is. You turn the notifications off or you can leave the group. I don't care.
Because he's tagging.
I'm not gonna stop because I literally have people messaging me. Stop tagging me in posts. Show me where your name is right now, and I will show me where your name is.
Find your name.
I'll tell you a person who personally messaged me after we get off the show. But y'all, I love you. I love you guys very much for having me on the show. Everyone at Nerds of Wrestling, I love you guys. Just stop getting mad because I'm trying to have communications here, man. Come on,
Just turn it off.
turn it off.
Hell yeah.
Fair warning, I will be tagging everyone in a discussion thread for WrestleMania. So be prepared. You've been warned.
Fuck, I love it.
I warned you 3 times. 3 times this week. Everyone's getting tagged.
Well,
so
it's your problem.
Yeah, people are laughing. People go, "That's hilarious!" Like, I just love how you just warning people. Like, well, I have to.
It's just those idiots who think they're self-important and they're like, "Why'd you tag me?"
Because their opinion means nothing. But okay.
Cool. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much. I love having both of you guys. You guys are both awesome people to talk to.
Love being on, man.
Love it.
Cool. All right, and next time we will be here to talk about the, you'll see the new RSH champion right here over this shoulder.
Are you buying another belt?
It'll be on the left. It'll be on the left side. So
are you buying it as well? Like
it's Wednesday for the post show. Look at that kitten. Yeah, I hope I get that belt, but I'll just buy another one.
It's going to be on the left side. So.
And next time, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check us out on social media throughout the weekend. We will be talking. Good to Wrestlemania. And until next time, always continue to fear regularly scheduled.